So how do you wish for this to start?
Shut up, Sam.
No.
Fuck's sake.
Excuse me now.
Sick of your shit.
No, you're not.
Righto, okay. We're here. I'm your host. Welcome to the first episode of the Anything Goes podcast.
Is that what we're calling
E3
it?
2017. I don't fucking know. It's good enough. It will do for now.
I haven't even started the intro for that yet.
I don't care.
All
Anyway, we're doing an E3 podcast. I am MC and host, fucking Martin Hopkins. I'm joined by Jesse Hansey,
Hello.
Sam Walker,
Hello.
and Will Poltney.
Yo.
Because I didn't say his full name, because all yours.
What?
I didn't say your full name, because I don't care.
Sam Walker.
Samuel.
Oh, Samuel. Yes.
William. See, I didn't say it, but now I have, so fuck it, who cares?
Wait, mate, no, I've got a full name.
Oh, Jesse Kanye.
No, GC Din.
Jesse did.
Jesse did. Is that real?
I am
No.
I was going to say. It's like-
I just want to have more than I want to have more than two syllables.
syllables.
maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. So we're going to start off this E3 2017 chat with EA.
EA. They're the first ones who pretty much showed anything,
Well,
really.
actually, no, technically Nintendo did, because they did that Pokemon Direct, which is just... not going to talk about it. No.
I didn't.
So the
I
first...
didn't hear about that.
You didn't need to.
Okay, cool. That's good.
Okay, so the first... You right?
Yep.
Cool. First... You don't need to lean. Stop it. First thing we're going to talk about is sports ball.
Oh, fuck.
So the ball went through the air and someone caught it. Well done.
Yeah, the
Battlefront
ball
2.
Yes.
I like that none of us have any interest in this.
It's just like, what we're going to be like, oh, yeah, Madden 18 looks real good for New Zealanders.
Well, if there's one thing I have to say, they're doing a full-fledged story mode in that game, which is something that the Madden haven't done before.
Yeah.
Like, look, I know we don't
Madden-
give a shit. It's American sport.
Yeah.
We're New
All
Zealanders.
Madden is the worst RTS ever made. Done with it.
Okay.
Battlefront 2. This game
right.
looks amazing.
Yeah. Oh, yes, definitely.
Oh,
The
it
fa-
looks good. Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
agree.
but the fact that they've said that DLC is free is almost like,
Did they?
where are EA
Yeah.
and what have you done with them? Because you aren't EA.
Oh,
if you're
yeah, you
saying
told me
DLC
that,
is now
didn't you?
free, nah, that's not an EA move.
No,
EA
I think
games pay for everything.
You know, EA,
There must be a catch though. Like,
microtransactions
you
or
have to pay
something.
for, you have to pay for ammo. Yeah.
Which I don't mind. I personally don't mind if there's microtransactions. If it's like aesthetic, for example,
Yeah,
like if you
yeah.
buy, you got to buy a scout trooper, for example, outfit versus your normal stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Then you can go, I'm happy with that. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like $1.50 maybe. I'm like, fuck you, I'll pay that.
Yeah,
and it'll
totally.
be even better if you could earn it in game.
Yeah.
If it's hard to earn in game, and you can take a shortcut just to buy it. As
Yeah.
long as it doesn't affect the way you play, like stealth camo or something. You know.
Well, this is like they need to. They shouldn't do what they did with Battlefield 4 and probably with 1 now. You can buy those soldier packs, which give you like better guns and shit. You just pay for them straight out.
Oh,
and you're
yeah.
like, fuck. What?
What's that?
In Battlefield 4, you could buy like.
Oh, yeah, I
Like
remember that.
you can get like a medic pack. It gives you all the unlocks for the medic straight away.
Oh, that's what Halo did, but in a more of an RNG factor. Like
Yeah.
you buy a boot. It's like card packs in
Yeah.
Halo, where you buy a pack and you may get some new guns, you may get skins for it.
Well, see, Battlefield did that with the battle packs, and that worked because you got one kind of like with the unlockable chest with Overwatch. You got one every level up.
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
makes sense because you open up, and you go, I got a new scope, I got a new,
Yeah, that's
whatever.
good.
That's an awesome way of doing it. Not just give us this much money and we'll leave you up to this point and give you this stuff.
I wouldn't mind if they do that in Battlefront then. Like, if they, like, obviously, as you said before, Jesse.
Jace.
Jesse. I forgot there was another syllable in your name. But pretty much, like, have achievement, like, required skins and weapons. That'd be cool. Like, complete these tasks, you get this gun. It's a
Yeah.
reward.
Yeah.
I don't mind that as well. Have that also have microtransactions, because I don't mind. Like, they've got to make their money somewhere. If they're making DLC free, there's something else you've got to make money from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then instead of paying another game's worth on another more content and splitting up the
Player base.
play base, exactly.
Yeah.
Destiny.
Yeah,
Well, every game that has expansions.
Well, yeah.
pretty much. Make that free and just do. I like the Halo mechanic, pretty much what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I didn't mind Halo's mechanic. I know there'll be a lot of people who disagree with it. They want everything free, but unfortunately, we're not in a world where that's going to happen.
No.
So there's got to be compromises one way or another.
But yet, Overwatch can do it.
Overwatch is
everything-
Blizzard.
Yeah, but still, like, because everything is cosmetic.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
influences gameplay.
Yeah.
You can buy loot boxes if you want, as we have done. You got the same skin 3 times what I wanted, and I
Yep.
didn't get it all.
And I didn't even use
So
it.
I was very angry.
What's Bungie's excuse though? Because like they spent how much was it? Like 50 mil or 500.
500 million on
Yeah.
the game, most of it on marketing,
And,
really.
and, then,
It was.
and then how much was the first DLC? And
it was
then the
$30.
second
It was $30 for the first 2. and then
Rise of Iron is still like $40 or $50.
and then $50 for the Taken King, and then another 50 for.
Ironically, as well, they're doing aesthetic and cosmetic microtransactions on top of that with the dances, emotes.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Then what's their excuse? They're Bungie, like.
Yeah.
oh, I look at it as more of an Activision sort
I'd say
of ploy at that point. Like, I don't want to say what we spent 500. We were spending 2/3 of your budget on marketing. How are we going to make that back? And they can go, well, we'll charge them for this and microtransact. Oh, that's a lot of money. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what they were
If
likely
you
to
think
do.
about it, it's actually almost a better version than the World of Warcraft one, which is like you buy the game, now pay to play it.
Yeah.
Like you're like, but I've already bought it. It's like, no. But then they also have microtransactions as well. So anyway,
So yeah, so with that in mind, Battlefront, I don't mind if they do a loot system where, like Blizzard or Halo 5, if they do something like that.
Yeah.
I don't mind that at all.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that. Though, I am really excited. I mean, obviously, we sort of knew this was going to happen. All like prequel, sequel, all that sort of stuff.
The eras.
Oh, yeah.
All eras. And the fact they've brought back classes into the game now. So you don't choose your loadout. So you're not like the rocket launcher with the jetpack. So you're like I'm an assault, but also heavy. So so I like the fact that they've actually separated it, made it more classic Battlefront from what we know from 2005. I like all that. I like that they've added generally a lot more content. There's a fuck ton more content now.
totally.
Yeah, which is good. It makes the game last longer.
It's just called learning your lesson.
Yeah, well, actually, they pushed that pretty hard. They pushed the whole like we learnt. Like everyone's saying like your game's shit in a polite way, even though they weren't.
Trust me, it wasn't polite.
If you go to Metacritic, go into the zeros, it's amazing.
But I think they hard out tried to push that they learnt their lesson. But we'll have to see if they actually have.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at that point, I think they have. Like, they saw their player base drop off quite extensively after the first couple of months, and only a small amount of people bought the season pass. I did buy it, but only for one reason,
Which is
because it was $19 on special on Xbox Live.
Okay, a season pass for $20 is a good price.
Yeah.
So beyond a good price.
I
really.
never played the game, but it looked alright.
Yeah, it was
Depends
fine.
on the content. though.
The worst part about the first one, and we shouldn't ramble about the first one too long because we're talking about the second one, but the first one, if the second one does this, I'll be angry. Single player on console, 60 frames per second, looks beautiful, whatever. You hit a second player down to 30.
I think
the
that's
console
going to
can't
happen.
handle it. But like, no, not on the Xbox One, Xbox. That should be 4K, 900 FPS.
We're pushing the boundaries of gaming consoles, and like 30 frames a split screen.
Yeah, the most powerful console ever made, and we can't play Destiny 2 at 60. So
Yeah,
Sorry.
Sorry, I was just going to say, did they confirm that it can't?
it's confirmed to be running at 30 on Xbox One X.
Yeah, I would say. I don't want to put excuses into their mouths. I mean, obviously they might have gone. We just can't. Console can't be powerful enough for it. Maybe I don't know.
No,
but I was going to say
the
like.
excuses they wanted 4K.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying that they could be using old gen dev kits to make the game. Like, if they're using old dev kits, those dev kits wouldn't be able to be compatible with the current gen sort of stuff. So, what I was thinking, this is similar with Destiny 1. Destiny 1 was intended for 360 and PS3, but then new gen consoles came out, they ported it over, and that was about it. Like, they pretty much ported it, made it slightly better. Still 30 frames and all that. But, I mean, they did fix it up with Rise of Iron. Things looked a lot prettier when that came out.
Definitely.
So I think they did an overhaul of it when that came out. So I can see the same for maybe later on down the track. They've already announced they're making Season Pass, so we know they're paying more for the content.
I think there has a reason, because if you've got the normal Xbox and then you've got the Xbox X, one's running 30, one's running 60 frames. People will complain that it's not fair. Because the person on the with the 60 frame rate game, they'll have the advantage over a 30 frame rate.
Yeah, you do bring up good point for multiplayer, but they're not cross-platform, are they?
Oh, I think it's technically the same.
The Xbox One family should be.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, sorry.
He's
That's a good question.
comparing like the S to the X.
Yeah.
The S will definitely only be at 1080p.
But they'll be playing.
30.
They'll be playing together.
Yeah.
So I'll bring that up when we get to that in topic anyway.
Back slightly because you're.
Yeah.
You fucking pleb.
But yeah, so pretty much the question is, what's new in Battlefront 2 that we've seen? So definitely errors, obviously.
Yes.
So classes, definitely.
Yep.
Heroes, new heroes.
Yeah.
So obviously they would come in since we're getting new eras.
I like how whenever they brought out the heroes, they were like, you can play as Rey and Darth Maul. Like, they're so connected with each other.
Yeah, no, on Thiege, which is
Yeah, like, it's like one's the hero from the sequel, the other one got cut in half.
Yep.
Like, choice. But
So-
his gameplay looks awesome though.
it looks really powerful. Like
Yeah, it looks OP as shit.
he like I love that. As of this recording, it probably might die off soon or get even better later on. They've already started the meme on all over the media where it's like, all clear, not clear, not clear. Just everyone's like that. It's like, are you okay, honey? Yes, all clear, all clear. And it's like, but I'm just thinking, not clear, not clear. So I can see that they've already brought that. That's a trend already on its way.
Yeah.
But fuck, like, when you saw the gameplay, because I saw the live feed of the gameplay, and fuck, like, that guy knew how to play Maul.
Yeah.
Like, he was blocking all the shots, dashing through people. Lightsaber throw with a double-edged lightsaber is like a wide
Yeah.
instant death.
Yeah.
His kill box is insane.
Yeah.
So I can see that. So that Boba Fett's back. Of course, we're getting some classic heroes.
Yeah.
And Han Solo was in the gameplay as well. I didn't see him though. I saw Boba Fett. They've said they've retuned the old heroes. Like Boba Fett, when he was launched, was way too strong.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
PvE, like I remember when I first played on the Jakku map with Boba, I just sat atop a destroyed transporter and just did nothing but kill people on heroes versus villains.
Yeah.
No, it was one where you're one person's a hero and everyone else versus you.
Okay.
I chose Boba Fett and just sat atop and just made people AFK because I was just killing too many people. So he was way too strong. Apparently they fine tune it. Like he doesn't have a homing rocket anymore. I think it's more like a small burst of concussion missiles, like just like you shooting a barrage of them, pretty much.
Yeah.
Which looks pretty cool. It looks more close quarters orientated.
Oh yeah. Cool.
So I think I like that. I like that part of it.
Nice.
See how that goes because we won't know until we play the game.
Yes,
Of course.
right.
Yeah. All right. You got anything more to talk about that? Should we move on to the next game?
There's a lot of games to cover on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So we'll be here for about 6 hours.
Yeah.
A Way Out.
I don't remember the game. What is it?
Well, you put it on the list.
Oh, so you were in prison.
Oh,
You and your brother.
Yeah, you and your
oh,
mate.
that's right. Yeah, sorry. Did I put it in the list?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, okay.
Can't you only play that game if you've got two people?
Yes.
Is it? Yeah. Okay.
Online or local co-op.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you've got no friends, don't buy it.
Tough shit.
Or if you got two controllers, you're good.
Oh yeah. You can play with your feet.
Multitasking.
Play with your feet. Hey, like one feet, one control. You're like, yeah.
Oh, well, there'll be people who probably know how to do that.
Chinese
Through and
gymnasts.
through. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was made by the same dude who made, well, the dudes who made Brothers Tales.
So what fucking like carry on the theme, eh? Like,
Yeah.
like two people come on.
Yeah, no,
Oh, it was a good game.
Yeah, Brothers was amazing. Yeah.
So I do have faith in this game. I am a bit concerned at the fact that it's purely multiplayer. Like we know games like Overwatch and for you purely, but you need someone else. Now the question is, do you have to know that person or is there matchmaking?
I have no
And
idea.
if there has got matchmaking, will there be trolls?
Oh yeah. Oh, fuck.
And I'm gonna say
Oh no!
The question needs to be asked. You know there's going to be trolls.
Oh no! That's a
That'll be funny.
really good
There's a
point.
certain person I know. I'm not going to say their name because I know if I played this game with them, I'd die.
No, no.
No, yeah, it's not you. But I know if I played this game, I would actually probably end up jumping off a cliff myself.
it's like, oh wait, what do we do? Stab the guy and run off?
Yeah. In my own throat.
Yeah. So I remember the game now. So I do have promise for the game. I'll be honest. I'm not over. I was more interested in the concept more than interested in buying the game.
Sure.
Like, I mean, maybe if it comes out and it makes me more interested, I'll pick it up. But as of right now, yeah, it's alright. I like the idea.
I think it depends on the story.
Actually, true.
it
I
has
mean,
to
it is
be-
a story based.
And two people have to be invested in a story.
Yeah.
And that's kind of hard because one person, oh, this game's boring, and then you can't play it because they don't want to play. So you need two people to be invested in it.
Have you ever done those escape art, like Great Escape sort of setups? Like you go to a room and
Like
you
escape rooms.
Yeah, escape rooms. So yeah,
No, I've never done one.
because that's pretty much what it reminds me of as well.
You
Like
have to work in a team.
yeah, you've got
Through it,
you've got time limits. You've got this sort of sequence. You've got to do different things. I think that'd be a cool idea for anyone who's into that. Will definitely enjoy the game. I'd say.
I just really hope they don't have like any kind of AI, because that's really the most frustrating thing in the world when it's just not doing what you want.
Yeah, I think there'd be like cops and all that. Like
Because
prison.
no, I mean like AI for the other character.
Oh right, yeah.
Because like Brothers, you use one controller. Each thumbstick controlled a brother. That's how it worked in
okay.
Brothers and it's Tale of Two Souls, which was good, except it can get really confusing when you're like, okay, which one's which again? And then like you stop and the other guy walks off. You're like, oh, like get back in, fucking idiot, trying to use a. I hope it doesn't do that. It wouldn't surprise me if it did though, because these guys hate me.
Oh well.
Anyway,
And frustration is a game mechanic.
Yeah, it's part of the game.
Oh god. Right, so that's actually it for EA because besides a annoying Australian with a slicky hair, that's all they had going for them.
Hello, fellow gamers.
What do you think of their conference though? Like their conference overall, EA.
Cringy.
Cringy. I mean,
yeah.
actually, you brought this up before the podcast. Actually, you found most of them to be cringy.
EA itself is a cringe fest.
Yeah.
It's a
Well, they had the creators cave or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, but there was like, they would go back to the game room. And you're like, stop, no!
YouTubers, they fucking pushed YouTubers like.
The one YouTuber who's like, hey, I got that, and he would just say, he's like, hiding.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that actually. It was so what the
Yeah,
fuck.
but it's because they're like, oh, we want to get in with the young kids. Who are
Yeah.
young kids like? YouTubers! Get a YouTuber! And they get some random that no one knows.
I mean, I can see how he screwed up because, like, maybe something went wrong with what he was supposed to read. It didn't turn up. Maybe he got nervous. It happens.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you're in front of a camera and he's a YouTuber. You're fine. In front of just as many people as your subscribers,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a different story.
Live. Live. Yeah.
Yeah, it's live exactly.
But yeah, but besides that, I thought it was, well, it's EA. They've never been intelligent.
Well, there have been, but in a bad way.
Yeah, yeah.
We know how to make money, so we're
Yeah,
going to do
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
But like,
This actually goes across all conferences, and it's something that always happens is whoever writes these scripts is a robot. They aren't human because they come like, and we're going to get onto this in a second with Microsoft, but when he's saying, we have the most powerful Xbox in the world with 6 teraflops of performance, silence. And then... never expect applause.
Yeah.
The only time you should ever expect applause when you say Final Fantasy VII Remake, because people are going to die.
They did.
Yeah, people did. But that's things like never expect applause. So all their script was just so baiting that applause, and when it wouldn't happen, you're like, oh, like I felt awkward watching it. I'm like, just move away. Another trailer, please. Yeah. But sorry.
so no, so next conference we're talking about is
As Microsoft.
now. That's the now you just moved segueing to what you just said.
Yes.
They had pretty much nothing but trailers.
Yeah, but which was good because he walked down and said, "Oh, we've got a new console. It's not called the Scorpio because that would be cool. It's confusingly called the Xbox One X."
Oh, don't worry.
Which is
Every
just
like they
fucking
followed
ridiculous.
Nintendo at that point. That's
Yeah.
the name
No,
of the
actually, to be
consoles.
honest, Nintendo was still worse.
Although in saying that, Sony was exactly the same. It was just trailer after trailer after trailer.
And they need one dude. Oh, we'll probably get to that.
Yeah, we'll
but
get to Sony
Yeah,
soon.
sorry.
Yeah. No,
one,
right.
one dude talking twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, with Microsoft, yeah, the script was horrible. The guy, what's his name? The guy who runs Sony, runs Microsoft.
Oh, the Xbox.
Yeah,
Oh,
Xbox.
Phil
Phil
Spencer.
Phil Spencer.
Yeah.
He looked like he was like, I'm enjoying this, but I'm awkward as fuck. Like
I mean, it could be a live thing.
But you tell the
though.
way he's standing, like there was no engagement with the audience. Whereas the guys from Sony are all like,
They need someone to bring like a bar on stage so you can just lean on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, I think the way this kind of shit should be done is have a comfy seat on stage. Walk out, sit down, be like, "Hey guys, how you doing? We made your console. Here it is. Here are specs that no one actually cares about because it actually means nothing."
The question is, was he wearing 2 watches this time?
Oh god, I don't know. He was wearing a shirt that said Player 1,
Oh,
but no one else came up with Player 2, so he's a loner.
yeah.
It doesn't matter. But
He can't play that new game.
He's on his own.
he can't play any EA games from now on. He's stuff. But
Yeah.
anyway, besides how cringy that was, why was the first thing they tried to sell us was a car?
Wait, it was?
47.
The 911.
They brought out the Porsche 911.
911.
Yeah.
That, when you put that out of context.
Yeah, all they see was 4K and 911 and 4K, and you're like, well, that's just rude. that was a fucking tragedy.
I like made sure I watched that,
So I'm
and,
not-
and I was like, "Oh, sweet, we're gonna get some good games." And they spend like 3 minutes trying to sell you a car you'll never buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the new car. I don't give a fuck.
And so basically, I'm not making light of 911. It was terrible, but they shouldn't have. Whatever. But so they brought out Forza 7. I reckon why the reason why they brought that out first is because it was the only game they have that will be native 4K 60.
And will be good. Oh, like, no,
Oh, no,
4K, but like. as in-
no. They've said native 4K 60.
Oh.
Eight million-
I'm sorry, I just realised what you meant by native.
8
Real
million
4K.
pixels at 60 frames per second. So yeah, it's great.
Indigenous 4K.
But they didn't. Just look it up.
I'll be honest, what is there to render on screen at that one time when you're
Aboriginal
racing?
4K.
Like
well,
you've got a
that's very
car
true, yeah.
and maybe 4 other cars and then maybe
It'll be-
people watching and that's
Yeah,
it.
but still, like, the fact that they didn't say that about any other game. No other game was mentioned to be native 4K at 60. So that leads me to believe that was the only one.
Yeah.
Well, that's Microsoft exclusive, which is fair enough. They want to sell that up as well, obviously.
Yeah.
There's other games I can't
brought
really...
out a Porsche.
Yeah, I know.
But, sorry to interrupt, Sam.
No, that's right.
But the worst part, and this is part of the cringe moment, they're like, we brought out these racing drivers. They're both girls, because girls play games too. And you're like, stop forcing the issue.
Yeah,
we know they play games.
we know females do everything that males do. Like, it's kind of transparent the way they like. They like see like females can do the same thing too.
Yeah, it's like we knew that 10 years ago.
Yeah, we know. Like,
We know it's just the industry's finally taking this on board.
Yeah, but they're taking it on board in the most heavy-handed way. It's kind of like saying taking someone who you know is vegetarian and smacking them in the face with a sausage. Meat! Just eat it! Like, you don't need to be that forceful. We get that women play games. Enough of that. But the game looks fine. It's a Forza game. What can you expect? It's like 800 cars. That's impressive.
Yeah.
I like that they're doing more with their franchise than Gran Turismo is. Or Sony is with Gran Turismo right now. Like,
Yeah.
I know they've got a new one coming out, which will... I don't know, did they bring it up in the E3?
no, it didn't.
No, which is Gran Turismo Sport.
Sport, yeah. Which is once again is the shitty version of the one that's coming afterwards.
Yeah. So the thing is, like...
talk.
What's taking them
Yeah.
so long if Forza's doing so well with their franchise? Like, they've brought out 7, obviously, with the Horizon series being a spin-off.
Yeah.
So, like, that's in total of 9 games. Or maybe, there's only 3 Horizons, I think.
Yeah, there is. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
so-
sure, yeah.
So, like, you got 9 games and their franchise versus 6.5 on Gran Turismo.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Forza came out in 2007. too.
Yeah.
So don't forget they had Gran Turismo 5, but also then 5 Prologue and 6 Prologue, and then
Yeah,
6
that was
came out.
weird.
Like they have a demo that you pay lots of money for before the actual game comes out. You're gonna pay again.
$69 to get, like, maybe 2 tracks and 6 cars.
Yeah.
So
You're
it
like,
was-
cool, man. It should have been a free demo.
By the way, all prices we discuss are more likely going to be in the New Zealand dollar for anyone overseas.
Well, we are in New Zealand.
I know, it's just, I thought I'd bring it up because overseas people might go, $69, that's more than a normal game.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just because we have $120 is new game for us here, which is equivalent to your $60 in America.
Which is actually 80 New Zealand. It's 60 US.
Import, look,
So
people
we
want to make money.
Bollocks.
I mean, but you can buy it online and it'll be that price.
Yeah.
You buy online for
Well,
120.
that's
so there's no,
generally a console game as well. Like
Yeah.
120, you pick it up from like.
Yeah.
but 120 online as well.
Yeah.
So what import are we paying there? Data
The
usage.
electrons where we go.
yeah. But yeah, so I mean that will come out. That'll be fine. Moving on to
You've got the list in front of you, not me.
Minecraft.
I'm actually excited about this.
But
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not though, because like the cross-platform play is cool. Sony have been dicks.
Yes.
And it fucks me off that Sony have been dicks. But it's not the version of Minecraft on PC that I play.
No, it's
the
not
Windows 10 version.
Yeah, it's not the Java version.
It's the Windows 10 version.
Oh no.
Java's getting shunted, but then Java's already got that shit, so... except
like-
the cross-platform play, but
Yeah, like Java
Java's-
doesn't need shaders and that because we already have it.
Question then,
Bitches.
what cross-platforming are they talking about? Is it just Windows 10 and
Windows 10,
Xbox?
Switch, Xbox, tablet.
That's cool. Switch is involved.
Switch is
And I'll be
involved.
bringing that up shortly as well.
It was in the video
Portable
that
Minecraft, so it might be Android as well. I'm not sure.
well, it says tablet, so I suppose it's the same as.
It's
isn't it?
not Sony?
No, PlayStation won't do it.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah,
because the
it's on
PlayStation
PlayStation's
will,
end.
they will not
Yeah.
come to the party with cross-platform.
I didn't see it, so
They said something about because they don't want something about they want their like system to be like quite locked down and like. They said something about like being safe for kids. I don't know
Yeah,
what they're
yeah,
talking
said
about.
something like
so you can still got
bullying
fucking
is-
Resident Evil.
don't play Minecraft. It's not
You've
safe
got,
for kids.
you've got Resident Evil VR. This is probably
Yeah.
the worst you can get.
they want to control what you see on their platform, which makes sense.
And
But
Microsoft
it's
is the same.
Fucking Minecraft and Rocket League.
But I mean, you'll see the same shit on the same game, regardless of platform. Like,
Yeah.
If you play an Xbox, like, and you go into like a Minecraft,
You'll
oh,
still,
no,
be,
yeah, it's just
you'll
the
still see
same.
people making golden dicks in
Yeah, yeah.
Minecraft. It's like,
Yeah.
no matter which one you're
No,
on.
but the PlayStation people don't. You see.
The superior ones.
Yeah.
They use diamond blocks.
Yeah. So Sony, you fucking dropped the ball.
They dropped the ball hard.
Not good.
Yeah.
We'll talk
Like-
about that later on, though. That
I mean,
We're
but
like
like
to Sony, I suppose.
they're
Yeah.
not like they're punishing their like the people that own their consoles. Like they don't get to play with people that own other consoles. It's not good for the consumer. It might be good for Sony, but it's not good for the consumer.
Yeah, like, I mean, I got a lot of people. The single tear from Jesse. Like, I mean, there's a lot of people at my work who probably disagree with that because they are Sony through and through, regardless.
Oh, my God.
But never mind, I won't talk about
Can't
that.
stand fanboys. Anyway,
Here's a question:
Oh.
Did Minecraft run at 60 frames? Please tell me it did.
4K.
It does, I don't know about 4K, but it does run at 60 frames.
You can see all 16 pixels on that single block in 4K.
but like, the fact that they push they're like Minecraft in 4K, it's like it's what? like I could do that now, like on my computer on this TV.
Yeah.
No problem.
Oh yeah, the TV next to me, but us, by the way, is a 4K TV, which I don't even know why it's on.
Because you were watching YouTube videos before.
It's keeping us warm.
It's the only
Yeah, the white light is keeping you warm.
All right, we're going to shift on to State of Decay 2. Who put this on the list?
I put it on the list.
Good man, go for it.
The first one ran like shit, and they didn't fix anything.
Yeah.
But the concept was good,
Yep.
and I'm just interested in that, and that's it. Next.
No, but I'm definitely keen for it because I did like the first one. Besides the performance issues, because like it's like when you play Dead Rising, you get the sledgehammer. You feel like a boss when you're just smashing zombies with a sledgehammer. You do that in State of Decay all the time.
And also, I
You
like
fuck up zombies.
I like how you can like
12.
build your base anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 You'll get the joke if you ever watch any of our videos.
You can 12
I
zombies
have.
hard.
Yeah. 12.
So next one, this one I'm excited for. Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yes.
Yeah. Finally a 2D Dragon Ball fighting game. We're coming
That's-
back to
Oh,
4.
is it 2D?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's made by the same guys who did Guilty Gear, isn't it?
Yes!
Like, yes.
Oh, it's anime fighting game in Dragon Ball Z.
What I
I'm so
like
happy.
as it like I do a lot of animation, and what I absolutely love is the fact they've actually managed to almost perfectly replicate the animation style of Dragon Ball Z, but in 3D.
Yeah.
Like you can look at Budokai and even to an extent Xenoverse. Great. They've got this theme, they've got the style, but it's still like
You can tell it's like
it's still a 3D.
3D. Yeah.
It's, you can tell it's 3D still, which is, I guess, fine. It's a 3D game, no problem.
Yeah.
But this game, it uses 2D special effects. Like, you see all the flashing and all that around. That looks, I'll be honest, hand-drawn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is
Marvel
great.
vs. Capcom style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact is that the character models, when they are like fighting each other, they look 2D. They're not... When you look at the trailer, they look like they are hand-drawn, but
Yeah.
they're not. They're 3D models. They're 100% 3D models. And that's a great thing. It's so good.
beautiful. Yeah, like the visual effects, everything is just so alive.
It's so over the top as
It's
well.
so, yeah, hell yeah. 3-on-3 combat.
Yes.
That shit's all over the
It's
show.
insane. That's fun.
That reminds me of the old Dragon Ball fighting game on Game Boy Advance where it had 3-on-3 as well.
Ultimate... No, what is it called?
Oh, it was something like that.
Ultimate Tenkaichi... No, it wouldn't be that.
It was some horse shit, but it was great fun.
It was so crap.
It was
was
great
it?
fun.
Oh no, Supersonic Warriors? Is it?
Yes.
Sorry, yeah, that one's good. I don't
was
mind
good.
that one.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like Jesse and Will. I was just like, the fuck are you guys talking about?
But yeah, we'll wrap it up. Yeah, it was a good game, whatever.
Well, I'll just bring one more thing up though. What I like that they're using 3D models and not hand-drawn characters is now they can get dynamic camera angles. So like normally the reason why you find a lot of 2D action or fighting games, they're fighting pretty much they're limited to just side on and that's it because that's all they're drawn.
Yeah.
But with the 3D models, you can get underneath. You can get a 360 out of it as well. You can get the dynamic stretch and extreme close-ups, which you see in the trailer.
You see when he punches him and it kind of changes to that slight 2.5D angle and he flies off in the background, like, that's cool.
Yeah. So that's what I really like about it. I mean, just as from an animation perspective, I actually really, really like the game.
Yes, it looks amazing.
When's it coming out? I don't remember.
Cool, man.
Cool.
And this one is a Sam one that I loved the first game.
Oh, how did we
Ori
do
and the Will of the Wisps.
Yes.
The first game has some of the best animation, music, everything about it is just it's a fantastic video game. And my god, did it infuriate the fuck out of me because like you say, it's one of those games where its physics are so tight that you make the slightest mistake and you're fucked. And I couldn't get past this one level, and
You told me about that.
I got to the point where I had to put my controller down and walk out of the room. I couldn't open my mouth. I was so angry. I was like,
I'm going to ask a question then. Is it during where you're in the tree?
yes, that
I know, I
fucking tree level when the water's coming. I was so stressed.
I know what you're talking about. I was fine with it, but I can understand anyone who would get I'm angry at that.
But the rest of the game, like visually wise, it was just stunning.
Yeah, the aesthetics,
And,
the art style.
Yeah, it's just
The art
amazing.
style is great. You can tell they put a lot of work into the art style.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to listening to that second soundtrack because the first one was just amazing.
They got they got someone actually playing piano live on stage when they released an
did they?
Yeah,
That was like borderline cringe, but it was still cool.
I don't know if it's.
That could have been hard cringe.
Yeah.
To be honest, to start off with, I was thinking, oh, what are they trying to do now? And then it brought that up. I was like, okay, that's
Ends up
fine.
playing, what's it? Hey now, you're an
All Star with Smash Mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am super looking forward to this.
Yes.
I'm not going to spoil the first game at all, but for anyone who is into platforming, puzzles sort of games, definitely look into it. It is by far one of my favourite games of all time.
Yep.
On Xbox in particular. It's just... It's clear, it's crisp and clear, and on Xbox One X, it's going to look so much better.
Oh, 4K.
4K, and I want to know, and as long as they maintain the 60 FPS, because the first game was 60
Yeah.
frames, if they keep it that way, then it's perfect.
But I think it will be because it's not one of those it's not that much to render. As far as, nah, but
Have you seen the trailer? There's a lot going on, like the weather.
If you think about other games that will struggle to do 30, it's less.
less
It's-
shapes,
I
less
guess
shapes on screen.
you know, that's a fair point. They are using, like, if you look at it, it's mostly flat textures.
Yeah.
Like, it's like drawings, but there are some 3D, obviously. Like, the toad enemy that comes out, for example,
Yeah.
the water is 3D. If not, it's a hybrid, because I know you can do hybrid 2D, 3D sort of
Yeah,
setups.
yeah.
I've done that before, and it's... Oh, honest, if they've done that, it's a fuck ton more work than 3D. Like,
looks good.
It looks good. It looks amazing. And like again, as I said for Dragon Ball, as an artist, I really, really like the design they use. They have obviously put a lot of passion into the game, music, everything about it. I actually almost teared at the end of the trailer because
it was sad, eh?
it was sad. If you know the ending of the first game, it's even worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm absolutely looking forward to the game. I wish they had a release date for it because I really, really want to get it. But
Just wait.
I just gotta wait.
When it comes out, it'll be perfect.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to say, at some point, Will, if you want to add anything, you are allowed to.
I don't know what this game is.
Fair enough.
All right, next up, Sea of Thieves.
Yes, I believe this is the one I put in.
Yes, it is.
Yep, so this is a game, a big new IP coming from Rare.
You get to be a pirate.
So it's open world, as far as I can tell.
Shared world.
Yeah.
Shared world.
Shared world.
Shared
Yeah.
So, because it is like that other game that came out a while back where you're floating around in ships.
No
Oh,
Man's
Flight of Icarus?
Stupid.
Guns of Icarus.
Guns of
I was
Icarus.
going to say No Man's Sky, but
No Man's Icarus.
We do not speak.
So it is. You get a bunch of guys together. You're pirates on a ship.
Yeah, that looked fun.
Cruise around. But this is actually on the ocean.
Yeah.
Cruise around, find treasure, blow up other vehicles.
Yeah.
Vehicles.
it's other ships.
It is a vehicle.
It is a vehicle. It's
Yeah.
a ship. Yeah.
Like, you can dive into the ocean. The whole idea of the game, as far as I saw it during the conference, is that it's about getting loot, as much loot as possible. Then you use that loot to upgrade your other stuff.
Yes.
Which is cool. Like, get better gear, get better ships. Hopefully, if that's the case, it sounds like a great game.
You need teamwork though.
Yeah, you do need
gotta
teamwork.
need teamwork.
They were pushing that pretty hard. Like, it's not a bad thing, but from what I remember, and I don't know whether it was the Twitch stream that I was watching or whether it was the actual conference, but they were pushing it pretty hard that teamwork is going to be a massive part of
it
it.
is.
Oh, that was part of the conference entirely.
You're gonna have to have an actual crew.
Yeah.
Like you can't play with randos because randos would just be
Teabagging on the deck.
teabagging and like they won't leave up the ladder when they won't leave up the ladder when the sharks come in. You're like, no, let me up.
But yeah, so pretty much that it's a Rare game. Now, saying that is with a grain of salt, as a late because all the original Rare developers made Yooka-Laylee, which
Chunk of salt.
yeah. But pretty much Rare is just a label nowadays more than anything. It's not. There may be some people who've been there since day one still there, but most of them have gone.
The janitor.
Yeah, the janitor.
He's still there.
He's still there. Sweeping the floors.
Yeah.
He now makes the games.
He got promoted recently.
yeah.
So yeah.
Lead game designer.
Yeah, so I like. The thing is, the conference for that game, the demonstration for the game itself, I would say to anyone else would be cringe because the guy was trying to be funny, but I actually enjoyed it. It wasn't like
So
I mean,
I wasn't.
It wasn't live, was it? When he was talking.
No, it wasn't
Yeah,
live.
It wasn't live.
It was just. It was in the trailer.
That
itself.
makes it less cringe, just on the whole.
But
But it's the fact that they get these people to act playing a game.
yeah,
any-
we'll talk about that one soon. I know what you're talking about.
God.
But pretty much the Sea of Thieves.
That's right there. Put it on the list.
But pretty much, like, the game itself, I've lost train of thought now.
It's good.
Yeah. The game's going to be good. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're all looking forward to playing it.
Yes. There was something important, so important that I forgot about it.
Wonderful. We're moving on.
Okay.
We're moving on to
To be continued.
Conquer 4, aka Super Lucky's Tale.
Yeah, when I first saw an orange mascot jump on, I was like, "Fuck, are they doing a
Tails.
Conquer game?"
No,
They don't. No.
it's an orange version of Tails.
Tails is orange.
Yeah.
He's yellow.
Tails.
Yeah. Pretty sure he's yellow. Isn't he?
He's orange.
I'm pretty sure he's orange.
Oh god, I'm getting stressed. But basically, it's just like a run-around platformer game. It looks
Pretty much, I think they made it in retaliation to Ukulele.
to the nuclear bomb. Yeah.
It'd make a good fursuit.
I enjoy the fact that they're taking on board a platformer for the first time in a long time, I would say.
It's definitely orange. But he is quite yellowy orange. He's not quite.
He's orange, but I can see what you mean.
Listen to the motherfuckers, right?
I don't want to lose friends.
But pretty much,
It's got yellow. Anyway,
I like the concept of the game. They're diving into this. I know it's a risk doing these sort of games nowadays because, well, most people are like, bang, bang, I want to shoot and fuck, pretty much is what people want.
that's The Witcher, eh? Kids killing fuck. Yeah.
So pretty much that's what everyone's looking for nowadays, and a lot of people see success in that, so they invest more into that. To see Microsoft take another direction and make a game like this is a risky move, which is fair enough. I'm likely going to buy it because I'm into that platforming sort of stuff still. As much as I was brought up with that sort of era, so this is again nostalgia.
Nostalgia glasses, yeah.
So I'm happy to hear it, not hear it, play it. But pretty much one thing I'm a bit disappointed with is the character design. It's too
I
simple.
was thinking that as well.
Like
it's just basic.
It's
like,
just a
nothing
fox
special.
on legs and has a cape.
Yeah.
Like if you put that into silhouette form, most people wouldn't recognise it.
No.
It's like they'd say, "Oh, it's a cartoon fox. Who is it?"
It's that guy.
Yeah. So I would
I
say,
agree.
So I'd say if they put more work into creating a more unique character, like if you put Banjo-Kazooie into silhouette form, you know it's him. Yeah, no.
Yeah, you know it's him.
Yeah, so it's him and Conker as well.
Yeah.
Almost. I don't know. Yeah, I can see it.
I think he's Tails.
No, he's got a tail and big feet.
Yeah.
So-
It's a Sonic character.
Yeah.
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 Big feet. He's a Sonic character.
So yeah,
Or a Hobbit.
so pretty much, probably if they were more creative with the design, that would have been even better for me. But I'll still look at the game anyway.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
still a
yeah.
good, decent looking platform.
But the world itself looked beautiful as well.
yes, yes, and
like,
they,
despite character art,
Yeah.
the world itself was good looking.
so I definitely
Polished.
look forward to that,
Polished
especially in 4K.
That's the word. Yeah. Right, up next is Anthem. So ignore that because it's actually the four minutes fucked itself.
You know, good.
That's meant to be there. So
It's a mess.
Anthem, yeah.
Anthem.
The Destiny killer. It won't be. Let's face it.
No.
The Destiny killer will come out in 6 years' time when Destiny 3's run its course. Because the only reason why Halo was beaten is because it shat the bed.
Oh yeah.
Halo slowly got old and dreary and then fell over mode. It had bowel movement, and other games took over.
How long has it been out for now?
Halo franchise,
Yeah.
since 2001.
Yeah.
So
Same.
it's almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Like the game itself, like Halo 4 and 5 aren't actually. Yes, it is. Hey, Halo 4. Halo 4 wasn't a bad game. In fact, it was my favourite story mode of any Halo game ever.
No, yeah.
But it just didn't feel as long lasting to me. Like the multiplayer itself, like it's tried and true. And at that point, I was like, well, it sounds great, but the gameplay is the same.
See, that's a game that, for a game like this, what will cause it to be a killer or a whatever is its multiplayer.
Yeah.
Because with Destiny and Halo, the multiplayer is what's going to sell the game.
Yeah.
Because you can play the story as much as you want, but by multiplayer, I also mean like raids and structs because they typically are.
Oh, okay.
But the competitive side is what also really drives
like
it.
like a third person PvP. It seems weird. Like I don't know.
Battlefront.
Well, you can go first person in Battlefront.
Yeah, but I play third person. You get more angle
Yeah, it's true.
viewing.
But with Anthem,
Yeah,
Anthem
true.
it's third person PvP open world.
yeah.
Can you not do first person?
I don't know.
haven't seen.
I don't
Okay.
think you would. I mean, at that point, like, I'd rather in third person, I'll be honest, because I want to see what I've got. Like, you've got different classes.
Oh, see what you're wearing.
Yeah, because you build
Yeah.
your mech up and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
You've got different
I can get that.
chassis.
I can get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got different chassis, you got different weapons, as I've shown in 2 different... actually, they showed 4 different chassis, actually.
Oh, did they?
At the end of the trailer, they showed one
Oh, yeah,
person...
because the other scripted humans showed up.
Yeah, we'll talk about that soon,
Yeah,
and don't worry, I'm going to
Fucking
talk about
robots.
that.
Seriously.
But pretty much, one guy looked really cool at the very end, was someone who was wearing what looked like a mage, but in
Yeah.
a mech form.
Was it the one that was floating?
Yeah, with the
yeah,
cape.
yeah.
That was
Like
cool.
Floating, everyone
the
else was on the
red
ground, and he's
cape,
like in the air, like fuck. That was cool.
Oh, that was the dude that needs XP.
that was Kim.
Was it Kim?
Kim
Actually?
Yeah,
needs XP. So we're gonna wait for him
Okay,
to show
just so I can get out of the way, that was by far probably the cringiest part of E3 for
Oh
me.
yeah.
Because
All the
all the dialogue was so like scripted, so blocky that I thought it was in-game dialogue.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
No human talks like that.
Yeah.
No real world person is like someone shows up and goes, "Are you wearing that suit?" Yeah, I did the weekend. In silence. Cool. Cool.
I didn't actually know it wasn't in-game dialogue
Yeah.
until like when nobody asked.
I was showing the trailer to Will, and I was like, "Yeah, that's actually people talking." He's like, "Really?"
The plot twist is that it isn't, and they're actually talking about that in-game. Like,
Oh my god,
that'd be funny.
That'd be awesome.
Fucking annoying.
Yeah.
He needs more XP, like fourth wall.
Yeah, I thought that'd be cool. I mean, I don't mind if they do that. That'd be funny. I mean, in Destiny, K kind of did it to an extent, and that when he's like, "Oh yeah, it's not that bad, but prepare for a respawn."
Yeah. But because at least in the world of Destiny, Dynamo coming back to life is
Now officially canon.
canon. Like yeah. The fact that you because
Because your ghost brings you back. Because the
yeah
light.
because what's his name Zavala in the Destiny 2 trailer said, we die, we live, we die again. So coming back to life is technically canon to their world. Which also means in
Did
how
say because in the first one he's like stand by for a resurrection ghost. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what Kate said.
so the whole so it's canon the whole way through. But like you almost think, how did they ever lose if they can just always come back to life?
yeah.
Oh no, because darkness makes us they can't come back to life.
Yeah, but just go
When
block
they
the
take the
Cabal home
light.
planet.
And,
Yeah.
so when you die in a darkness zone, if
Yeah.
it was
Canon.
in a canon, you'd be dead.
Yeah,
unless-
but no, they teleport you outside the darkness zone.
yeah.
Well, in this case,
Some guy
like
just comes in with a lamp.
Yeah, it's like there is.
pretty much.
It's the janitor from
Yeah.
Rare. Like,
Well, I mean,
Fucking
if
kids.
you want to be technical with it as well, the light it does consume light to resurrect technically. So if there's no light, then you can't
so
resurrect.
it's like killing the.
Yeah, killing the traveller.
Well, he's dead anyway.
I mean, how many people play the game?
Yeah,
like
they
a
got
few
like a-
million?
Yeah.
A few million have
like a
died.
gimp suit on
So
it.
Yeah.
it's a lot of light.
Yeah.
You can't call it a gimp suit on the Traveller.
like bondage. Eh? Like,
Bondage for the Traveller. All right, sweet.
So
So,
Anthem, I'm looking forward to this game.
we went off track so hard.
Yeah,
Who cares?
but I'm pretty much I am most looking forward to this game out of anything that came from Microsoft.
Definitely.
Next to Ori, that's me though personally. Ori.
Yeah.
this is from EA. This is a BioWare game.
Yeah, but it's from
Yeah.
the Microsoft conference.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So
Well, he's coming out from Microsoft, but
it's exclusive to Microsoft, isn't it?
no.
Anthem.
Yeah.
No?
No.
Nope.
I thought he said now exclusive at the beginning of the
yeah,
trailer.
that's weird.
I'm pretty sure they did that. If it is, no, they said it was cross-platform with Windows 10 and Microsoft.
Yeah, so it's exclusive with PC.
Exclusive with Microsoft.
Which means it's not exclusive.
Yeah, I don't really consider
No,
that exclusive.
They said now for an Xbox exclusive. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to say it's on the Windows platform,
Yeah,
pretty much. Is what they're saying.
they say like launch exclusive, like they say things like that, and it kind of confuses everybody.
Yeah.
And I think they do it on purpose.
Timed exclusive, I like to think. So like it's like Destiny's DLC or Mass Effect,
Like-
where it was timed for a bit and then it came out on another console.
Yeah, like if I can play something on my PC but also play it on Xbox, it's not an exclusive. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
It's Windows, PS4, and Xbox One.
Oh, it is okay. So my bad. So it is not exclusive.
It's not. Because otherwise it wouldn't like. Yeah, whatever. Fuck, who cares?
Okay.
all right. So yeah, Anthem. Done with Anthem.
Yeah, I hope it does well because I want it to compete with Destiny. So the people that made Destiny, Bungie,
Yeah.
put more effort into it.
Okay.
I mean, like I'm
Competition-
not saying they don't put effort into it, but
A competition helps.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
competition
exactly.
helps.
Competition is
and
what
they can
pushes
learn from
forward.
each other and try to overdo each other. Yeah,
Like Nintendo did the Wii, and then PlayStation brought out the PlayStation Move and
Yeah.
Xbox Connect. So it does push things forward.
Yeah.
So seeing this game succeed will definitely push up. I mean,
Yep.
for crying out loud, Destiny being successful pushed Anthem forward for crying out loud. If
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
case.
yeah.
So
And it also puts the Division forward, really.
yeah, so there's a lot of games who.
That fell on the cliff hard.
Oh, you'd be
Division had
surprised.
his
People still play it.
shoelaces tied.
Yeah, but no, it wasn't even shoelaces tied. It was shoelaces tied on stilts.
See, I never played it just because I was like, it looks okay.
Get the trial on Steam. Give it a go. You can get up to either level 8 or 6 hours of gameplay. Either way,
I'm not really sold on it.
it's a trial. It's free.
Yeah, I'll try it. Like, I've got no problem with
You
that.
never fucking would,
It never
Sharky.
really appealed to me. Did you guys play it much?
Yeah, I played shit on the Division.
I'm the same boat as you.
I played the
Like, it
fucking
came out
shit
and there
on it.
was all this hype about it, and I was just like,
Yeah, I played shit. I loved it. But anyway, I'm weird. So next up, this was going to take about 3 seconds. Life is Strange prequel. I played the first one. It was weird. My friend played it and killed everyone in it, and this one's going to be just the same. Metro Exodus.
What'd you say?
Metro.
Oh, yeah.
Exodus. Yeah, the new Metro game. It's open world Metro.
oh, okay.
Yeah, the character ziplining down, and then a train came out of nowhere, and I was really confused.
It's
with that.
Timed, but he kind of got forced onto it
Yeah.
by that big bear thing.
Yeah, but it's a Metro game. But Metro games are great. It's just a post-apocalyptic shit's gone down, kill things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's much isn't really too much to say about it.
No, it's pretty.
It
It's
looked
pretty.
like the first.
Yeah.
Hashtag Fallout.
Yeah. They basically have just taken the Metro cookie cutter and gone, "There's another one."
Yeah, I mean, like nothing's wrong with that if people want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be checking it out because I loved 2023 and what's the other one called?
Metro 2.
Oh, whatever.
I can't remember.
Was that Last Light?
Yeah, something like that.
Metro Last Light?
Yeah,
Oh, whatever.
it sounds right.
Yeah, I loved the
Ah,
two of
yes,
them.
yes, it
Yeah,
was,
they were good. And moving on to Shadow of War, which I'm really looking forward to.
Is that
Middle
Lord
Earth.
of the Rings? Yeah.
Lord of the
Shadow
Rings,
of Mordor.
So like, a lot of people who didn't like the first game, I don't think they like. If you don't like the first game, this is just more of that, but more. It's Shadow of Mordor plus.
Yeah.
Really, is what it is. So if you found the combat of the first one boring, I think you're gonna find this one just as boring. Whereas I fucking loved it because it's basically Arkham Asylum with a sword.
Yeah.
And you're just like hacking up Uruks and like ripping heads off and shit. Oh, it's fucking
Oh,
amazing.
yeah, that looked cool. Yeah.
I do like they've added by the sounds of it, a lot more comedy into it
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
that was cool.
Because the biggest change they've had is the first game had the Nemesis system, where you could actually influence your enemy's whole chain of command. Because you could like go take on a ranked bad guy, instead of killing him, turn him to your side, and then you can help him in contest to fight other guys and level him up.
Right.
So you could almost have control of their entire army. So when you went to fight them, a lot of the men would fight for you instead. But this time there are two. There's yours and theirs. So you can build up your entire base, your entire army, while to face their army. Plus, instead of having
Okay.
the weird towers to unlock and big maps to go, there's still big maps, obviously, but there are like castles that you have to siege and take down to
that
take over the
sounds
region.
fun, man.
It sounds
Yeah.
awesome, yeah.
I
Plus the combat has evolved in a lot flashier ways, like the fact where that Celebrimbor can separate from you and kill guys on his own.
Is it multiplayer online?
Don't think so.
'Cause that would be cool.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Co-op online would be amazing.
Yeah.
Imagine building up your army and fighting another person.
But
That
that's
would
what
be
I
cool.
mean.
Actually. Yeah. It'd be like a weird. It'd be like what was the game that Jack Black was in? Brutal.
Oh, yeah,
Brutal Legends. Yeah. So it's like it's an RTS where you're on the field as well.
Okay. No, that would just be cool. Like
Yeah.
building up a whole entire base and then just like go fight some other dude.
Yeah.
Be like what's it called? Age of Mythology and that sort of stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
It'd be like Age of Legends. I
Yeah.
remember that one. You know, play Age of Legends.
Is that a rip-off game?
No, it was great. It was Age of Legends, and it had a second sequel which had the first name.
Oh, a seeking sequel as opposed to a first sequel.
Oh, shut up. All right. Anyone else want to talk about that? Done. We're moving on to... Oh, no, hang on. We've got some real quick ones to go through, which is that ID Xbox games, which are independent developers at Xbox, so people can release their game on there without having to go through a big publishing debacle, which is Ark...
So is that Ark with dinosaurs?
yeah, Ark...
That's
they,
cool.
They can get fucked.
Really?
So their game is on Steam. It's early access, and then they released DLC in early access for that game.
Whoa.
Yeah, they can get fucked.
Isn't it
I-
finally coming out, like, complete?
Yeah,
I don't know,
Wait,
but
wait.
that's a shitty
Yeah, it is
practice.
shitty,
Is
but-
it not even out yet?
No, it's early access, which is why Jesse's getting real riled up about it, because
I wanna
they
punch
released
someone.
DLC for an early access game, which is
it's
really...
The next one that's coming out, the first one that came out.
There's only one.
Ark Survival.
Yeah, that's been out for ages.
And they
in
released
early
DLC.
access.
It's
Yeah.
not good.
Mind you, I mean, I can agree with you there. There shouldn't be DLC for
Yeah,
an
no
early
way.
access game.
It's
The
been
point of
rele-
early
It's
access.
been completed on the 8th of August.
Cool.
2 months' time, and the game already has DLC.
How
Yeah.
long has it been out for?
It's in early access for the last few years, which is fine because they have added so much content to
Yeah,
the
they
game.
have, yeah.
Like, they've added dragons in there now, so you can
But-
ride dragons around.
But as you're
DLC.
saying, it's just,
They've done-
it's just the fact that they've made DLC for a game that isn't finished yet.
There's also, with the launch, I don't know if it's in the game yet or not, but I know that they are getting mythological creatures like griffins and that in there as well.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're getting a lot of different... It's like a monster tamer game now.
Next game on. Oh, sorry.
I mean, like, I'm not saying that I won't be interested when it's finished, but I think it's just
It's a shitty business
yeah, like
model.
we should mention that because, like, do you trust a game that won't?
It
you
is
know,
a good point.
Yeah,
that you're
that's a
releasing
bad
extra
practice.
content for a game.
Isn't finished.
Yeah.
And not good.
Next one up is Cuphead.
Yes.
Yeah. Once again, it's based on the old like 30 styles animation.
1930s old rubber tube styled animation, so
Yeah.
like your Popeyes, your Disney cartoons.
Disney's
So
Steamboat Willie.
yeah, so pretty much what rubber tube animation is animation without anatomy. So yeah, they've got the basic model of a body, but they do wobbly arms. There's nothing restricting them.
that's cool.
So like obviously a lot of animations like that. Like anime defy laws of physics all the time, but they're still limited to what they have in their world. Like for example, you break your arm because your elbow's broken or you've
Yeah.
snapped it in half by applying enough pressure. With Cuphead or those type of animations, it doesn't matter. You can get beaten to a pulp, blown up by a nuclear bomb, and you'll survive.
Yeah.
Like it's that sort of cartoony sort of stuff.
You can reach under things just by letting your arm bend under it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like Popeye used to like what was I think there was an episode where he turned into a rubber tube and just crushed him.
Everybody eats spinach. You see
Yeah.
the bulge in his
Yeah.
and his arms like ding ding, like yeah,
Pretty
that
much.
style.
So it's that sort of style, and
Come on, rip it open. Come on, good boy.
so I'm actually really excited for this because to see traditional animation,
Yes.
something that's hand drawn,
Yeah. Oh, so is it frame
It's-
by frame?
it's frame by
Oh,
frame,
really?
Damn.
which is why it's so awesome to see. Like hand drawn frame by frame animation in a game. Obviously, there's walk cycles, so they like you press move and they walk in a cycle,
yeah.
which is fine. That's no problem. Like, but everything about it is so hand drawn, so no one's done it before. Like as far as I'm aware, no one's done this.
Dragon's Trap was kind of close with the.
Oh,
did
they
frame
were
by frame?
more. They weren't more. They're not rubber tube animation though. Like they're
Oh yeah, but like they did they do frame by frame animations?
actually, for the most part, yes. There's some that don't, like the dragons moving. They were just like on a motion tracks and they're moving around. But like the actual walk cycles were definitely. So
Yeah.
all that was hand drawn.
Yeah.
So that was cool. So hand drawn. Oh, sorry. If you're referring to the hand drawn, then yes.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
with Dust and Elysian Tale.
Yes.
The enemies are not. And the NPCs are not, but everything else is, like his fighting style.
Yeah.
So that's all hand drawn as well.
So it looks so good. Yeah.
And seeing,
it's
so
worth it.
obviously hand drawn is still a really good way to do animation.
Yeah.
It just takes so much fucking long time, which is
Yeah.
why this game got announced in 2015, I believe. And I think it was back then. Like they announced it at the E3 then. 2 years later, it's finally done, ready to go. I can understand that because animation takes a god awful amount of long time.
Yeah.
And so I'll be honest, this game's probably gonna be short, I think. Like I think it's gonna be like a standard platform where you go through a stage, beat a boss, go to the next stage and yada yada.
Yeah.
But be quite short.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. I'm still gonna pick it up guaranteed.
It's a
Yeah,
game. It's
yeah.
a game. You wouldn't buy. To be honest, I wouldn't buy Cuphead for the game. I buy it for the way it looks.
Yeah.
And the music and stuff.
It's something different. It doesn't look the same. That's
Yeah.
its biggest selling point.
Yeah, and I'm definitely gonna get it. A story, I don't give a shit. I mean, you sold your soul to the devil when you got to get it back.
Yeah, your head's a cup.
Yeah.
Next up is Player Underground's Battleground. Player Unknown's Battlegrounds.
Wait, but that was at E3.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
guy came out on stage. Actually made a big hullabaloo.
Actually, it's coming to just Xbox, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's.
Oh,
exclusive.
sorry. Yes.
Console exclusive.
Yeah, because it's on.
PC.
It's on. Yeah,
Yeah, so the Master Race already has it.
pretty much. I want to play it. I only just to be a shitstorm. I want to go on there just to cause a ruckus. That's all I want to do.
Sure. Yeah.
Like I'm watching some videos and some people are like being super racist and or just like I don't know if I should say it.
It's fine.
Just say it.
I'll just say it. Like this is what one guy did, and like you're in the lobby with 100 people waiting for the game to start, and so what he goes like he does a Jerry Seinfeld type of thing. He's like, "What's the deal with black people? They're not black and they're not people," and just plays the Seinfeld thing. So everyone in the chat just listening to the Cypher playing Playfield.
That's good. That's a good one.
I just want to do stuff like that. There was another guy who went under the bridge, just waiting for people to drive by. He's on a boat in a bridge, and so when they drove up, he's like, "I am the troll of this bridge. Answer these questions 3 to pass." It's like-
Nice.
I love people like that. Eh?
yeah, I mean, there's so many people who take it too seriously. I want to be the guy who just go and just cause a ruckus.
Fucks around with
Nice.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Next is We Happy Few.
The trailer, I haven't actually seen anything new about
I've
it.
played the game.
Last year, the trailer looked interesting.
Yes, the game is not.
Oh, really?
Have you heard of it before?
No, I'm just staring blank thinking, what the fuck is this?
We Happy Few, basically, it's like you live in a world where everyone's on happy pills. And you decide to not take the pills for once. So there's a scene in the trailer, it's actually like in the part of the first level, where you've been invited to come have some cake. Everyone's in there eating cake and it's delicious, and your pills start to wear off and you realise they're eating rats.
Ooh.
Because everyone's on happy pills and everything's great. And if you don't take
Okay,
them,
right.
you're like a vagrant of society. So
And they make you take
and then make you take them. So when you decide not to, you then have to run out into the world, and you've got a choice throughout the game to take more pills. So you see the world as it is, there's slums and there's people. Everyone's looking gaunt and sick and all. But you take the pill, and it's when everyone's all jaunty, happy, and la la because we're all happy.
So you played it and you said it's not good?
It's not good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's not my type of game because I'm not a big fan of those kind of survival games. But you would like because you've got a thirst to look after, hunger, sleep.
Yeah, I'm into that.
But and then you also got to work. You got to help people in this world. It looks really Bioshocky or System Shock, that kind of thing. Like
Oh, the type of anime.
type of
So, what's it called again?
We Happy Few?
We Happy Few.
No, that you should play it. Is this a sequel that we're talking
No,
about?
this is the first one. I've played the alpha.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I played it before it was
It's an
been
interesting
released.
concept.
Yeah, I don't think it's done well enough, but it's not my type of game anyway. And last on this list is Paladins, which no one's ever played because you can't get into the game.
What's that? Is it
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, just so for people know who, like on Kiwi Fruit, we've been wanting to do a Let's Play for that for a while.
Yeah, we have.
And what happened was, we went to start playing it and it wouldn't let us in. I created an account, I created the password. I know my password is right because I have a select few passwords I use for gaming accounts, and none of them worked. The account said, "Oh, it hasn't been made yet. Go to this website," and the website took me nowhere. So I was like, "Fuck it, I don't give a shit. I'm going back to Overwatch."
Yeah, we couldn't get in after waiting for it to download. I mean, it didn't take long on your internet, but
Yeah.
still, like all this room, I trying to get the game to work, and we just couldn't log in at all. So we're like, "Fuck it."
So this is coming to Xbox.
Yeah,
So it's similar to Overwatch.
it's
It's free, isn't it?
yeah, I think it's free now. Yeah.
Okay, because there's that other one coming out that's very similar to Overwatch, which is it Justice?
Oh, when you're
The
cops or something?
Lawbreakers?
Yeah, Lawbreakers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one here, like, there are so many similarities between this and Overwatch, and yet they were actually developed completely separately of each other. But they just like there's a short dwarf character who builds turrets.
The thing is,
There's
that's
a
a trope.
gunslinger. You're like
That's a trope.
it's so
unfortunately.
many tropes. Yeah,
it's a
Yeah,
trope.
like I mean, obviously, I think like there's a few games that have been hindered by Overwatch because Overwatch is such a juggernaut of a game at the moment
Yeah.
with Blizzard behind it. What you can't lose with that. You got Battleborn, which is actually a different game. I've got the game. It's behind you,
yeah, it's
Martin.
different. Completely different.
It's actually
Oh, Battleborn's one we're actually talking about, isn't it?
no.
Paladin.
Paladin's what we're talking about. Battleborn is.
This
Yeah.
is why they can't have much things.
But Battleborn it's like a Borderlands single player campaign, but with different characters.
That's right.
It's a different game entirely. I
Shut
played
up.
it.
That was gonna be like
I didn't mind it. The only thing that really annoyed me was the controls. Like, if I had on PC, it'd probably be a lot better, because
Yes.
controls on console are fucking ass. So, they are ass, and I haven't played it since, because it was just that. But the game was good, though.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Paladins is hindered by it, because it was like, oh, it's an Overwatch clone. Huh?
Yeah.
You know that when Overwatch
Yeah.
first got announced in 2014, aside from the people in the crowd who was excited for it, everyone else was saying, oh, it's just a TF2 clone.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
it's just improving. It's, as we say, it's the industry that grows with competition.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
Sweet. Cringe Fest number 3.
Bethesda.
Bethesda.
Okay.
So honestly, like I know Jesse wants to talk about this, but we'll talk about that last. So, Quake Champions.
Quake
Quake
Champions.
It's Quake.
It's esports material, I think.
Yeah,
like
it's BJ Blazkowicz.
It's now. Here's the thing: people are calling it an Overwatch ripoff, and I don't even know why.
Yeah,
Really?
Nothing
To do with it. But there's a reason why they're saying it. It's because they've got different characters and different abilities. That's it. That's where it stops.
It's Quake.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the
Been
thing.
out since forever.
And it's been out since the dawn of time, but of course I only had single one player with the selected. You had different weapons.
Yeah, but they
this
had-
game you got different characters.
It's instead of classes, it's like a hero class.
Because no one ever thought of
that's what
different
it's
characters.
Yeah, because they had Quake before the wheel.
Yeah, yeah. Like that's the thing. People.
95 like FOV.
Oh fuck no!
Oh god, the Quake FOV is so hard.
But pretty much the game itself is nothing like Overwatch. It's all the 14-year-old fucking kids who are just complaining. Oh, it looks
Someone
like
that just wants to like
Complain.
not like
Yeah,
someone-
exactly like
yeah.
yeah. So it's a different game on its own. It's a lot more fast paced, which is what Quake is.
Well, it's Quake.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, regardless, it is Quake. It's Quake with champions. It's still just Quake.
Which is why I haven't seen it so in like that. Why I haven't seen so much more of it in esports and like in the esports sort of community.
Yeah.
Damn, that esports thing was cringy though. It's like we want to build ourselves up, and like it showed them walking through like a hallway, like
I'll tell you now,
Like-
Jesse. I'm immune. I'm immune to that stuff because League of Legends does that almost every week. So
okay.
don't worry.
Yeah.
You'll get. It's something we've gotten used to nowadays. 'Cause
Yeah.
the sports thing. I'll be honest. Sports does it on
Yeah.
Sky and all that. Like or Foxtel, whatever.
Yeah, but their like physicalness, like that helps because they actually like physically dig deep and like get fit, try hard, and like they that counts.
Look
But,
at
like
League of
when you
Legends.
got like do you have these like wrists on strong wrists on a table and like it's just no.
Yeah, no, I don't
You
get what you
can't
mean.
make them look tough or like athletic. Maybe just like I don't know. I don't know how to.
I have to select. I think you want to see. That's okay. That's not bad compared to what League does. Now I'm not. It's like body types aside. Look, yeah, fair enough. We're all got different body types. I'm, and then Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm
I am
pretty much.
marshmallow man.
There are people like. Calm down. The people of our sort of body weight.
Give it to me.
Trying to look athletic and competitive when you see the League of Legends montage videos.
Yeah.
Like doing the same thing, walking down the hallway, looking
Yeah.
tough, and like, no, you're not.
Walks down it, pushes glasses up.
With middle finger.
Yeah.
And so he's-
Grabs like tissue out of pocket, blows nose. Like,
Fucking genius. Wolfenstein 2. I cannot wait for that. I love the first one, and its DLC was just amazing, and I want more of it, and we'll get more of it.
There must be a trend in games as of late where they've added more humour into it because Shadow of Water does it. What's the game?
Shadow of War.
Sorry, Shadow of War. That's added more humour.
Yeah.
This game sounds like it's put a lot more humour into it.
Well, the original game did always have a lot of very like
Dark.
fuck the Nazis humor. Like it was always in it. Like, yeah.
Well, this guy was tripping acid.
No, yeah, it's true. Yeah.
A cartoon
wife's,
character comes out.
pregnant, like yeah,
Holding
like,
gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so I looked at it and thought, okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. I like to see that more in games.
Yep.
So I feel like it was more of a trend this E3. That there are a lot of games that are starting to add that into it.
Sure. See that?
As for Wolfenstein itself, I'll be honest, I haven't played any of the new Wolfenstein games.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Doom is my only new ID or game, I should say,
Yeah.
that I've been playing. Wolfenstein, however, I do want to play it. I just haven't. That's all it is.
You just should, because it is just a really good game.
So, a question for people who have played it: should I play the first lot before getting to this game?
Yes.
Okay, so
Because this is a continuation of the story.
okay, cool. So, from what I've seen, the Nazis have won.
Yes.
And is that based on the entire Wolfenstein story, or is that only this game?
Well, in this game, in the Wolfenstein, the first one, not back in the day.
No, I'm talking about Wolfenstein as in this
so
franchise.
you start off fighting the Nazis and then you lose.
Oh, right, okay.
Everyone loses.
Spoiler.
Oh, jeez. So you lose to the Nazis. So then you have to then fight back in the Resistance. And then in the second game, you're in the Resistance in America.
All right.
The Nazis have taken over everywhere, not just in Europe. It's everywhere has been Nazified, which is hilarious.
Which is hence why they're showing the TV shows showing German or Else, for example.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I'll get the games one day. I mean,
Wait.
Martin. That's my chair.
I'm sitting
wooden
next
chair.
to you.
And that's my game collection. You just did it to
Oh, they're all shit games anyway.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so Wolfenstein 2, it's just going to continue to the first
If they're
game.
cheap enough, I'll get the game. Jesse's the one who's like, oh.
Yeah.
I'll get the games if they're cheap enough, and I'll get this game if I enjoy them enough.
Yes, right.
Yeah, this
so,
is it's always on sale on Steam.
Cool.
yeah, so the next game,
You were like,
Skyrim's on Switch next.
I mean, like, I'm actually happy about it, but they shouldn't have made it as big a deal with
Are you going to
it.
be happy to pay for DLC, for mods?
I'm actually not going to buy it.
Yeah, yeah.
Until it's on sale, because it's going to be full price. I'm not paying full price for a game.
For a 6-year-old game.
I've played in and out.
What's the battery life going to be like on the Switch if you were playing something that big?
6 minutes.
I played Minecraft at 4K, so
No, 'cause I think the way the Switch works in portable mode is it has to meet a specific like battery length, really.
yeah.
So it just lowers all performance down to a point where it can keep the battery going.
So I think like their standard's like 5 hours.
So welcome to 30 FPS.
I thought it was 3, because I know
Was it 3?
Breath of the Wild runs at 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit!
Like, I'll be honest, Breath of the Wild didn't concern me that battery life at all for Breath of the Wild, because all I did was take it to work, play it on my breaks, and it lasted the entire day, even
Well,
power
did
battery.
you take it to the toilet?
I didn't go to the toilets on my breaks.
Oh, no, I mean like just in general.
No, he never goes to the toilet.
So pretty much, I went upstairs into the staff room, sat on the couch, and just played the game.
He shits once a year.
Yep.
Yeah, so
you're cringing.
I think it's good. The things I've added into it look weird on your Skyrim character, like Link's tunic.
Oh,
the
yeah.
champion tunic.
Have you seen that? There's one article that says you can play as Link. No, you can't. That's not Link.
That's wear his t-shirt.
That's a big chin for Link.
It's like it's not like there's a cosplayer.
Link's adored.
But that's the thing is like this is all stuff that you had on PC anyway. So
Yeah, I mean, but like now it's portable. That's the only. That should be the
That
only
is
selling.
that is a
Yeah,
fair point.
it is.
Skyrim being portable isn't bad. Like that's probably the biggest reason why people would buy it.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, sorry. Yeah?
There you go.
No, like that's the only, I was going to say that's all it is really. Like
I was
it's
gonna say, just buy a 3-year-old laptop.
Yeah. Well,
that's not.
Fucking people play Skyrim.
Yeah, no, I mean, but like you like mouse, keyboard, like
You I like controls.
yeah, but like, I mean now it's just in your hands.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
I have to admit, if I was going to buy a Switch, which I'd like to, and I was going to buy a game, I'd probably buy Skyrim, and it is cool that it is portable.
yeah.
Pull the switch up here if you want.
That is the biggest
Okay.
point. And
Yeah.
when they first announced the Switch, they had some dude playing Skyrim in a plane, and
Yeah,
that
I
was
think
like-
that's pretty cool personally, but a lot of people won't like it.
no,
That's it,
which is-
and I get it. Like it'd be cool to play Skyrim on the go, but it's 6 years
Yeah, I know,
old.
and
Like
that's-
we've all done Skyrim before.
no, but then it's Skyrim. Like,
True. Yeah. So and the next one is going to be a combination of 3. It's Doom, virtual fucking reality, Fallout, virtual reality, and Skyrim VR.
well, okay, so far it looks like Skyrim is going to be exclusive to PlayStation VR.
But did you see how bad the controls were? Like the guy's pulling his bow, he's like this.
It's over his head. Just
on the screen, the arrow shaft is like up here. So the guy's like
Did you see the graphics though?
it's horrible.
I know.
I mean, but like it's different seeing it on the screen than seeing it in
That is
VR.
definitely true.
that is the biggest part about VR overall. Like I have now actually had a time to play the HTC Vive because I've got it. I know Jesse's got it. I've seen you guys play it at your
Did you
house.
play it?
No.
No, you didn't.
You hogged the whole time.
You were just being a cunt. walking
Yeah, I
around
was.
this.
I just run up and smack your ear and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
for me, we've got it set up at work.
Yeah.
And like we've actually got a dedicated area to HTC Vive. We've got a $4,500 computer running it because it's the only one that had a GTX 1070 in it.
Well, it should be working.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. I'm not with E3 conference. $4,500 has a 1070.
Yeah,
It's the HP Omen.
Oh, it's HP. Okay, no worries.
Is it a weird shaped one?
No. This is the laptop.
Oh,
So it'll be a 1070M.
No.
Yeah.
No,
It's
no,
It's a desktop
it's a
1070.
it's a desktop
yeah.
one. Yeah.
yeah.
Still $4,500. Fuck that.
Yeah,
Continue.
no.
Sorry.
Yeah. No. That's
It's still badass though.
yeah. It is for a laptop, definitely.
Yeah.
But $4,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a
How much was that? How much was that laptop you found that had dual 1080s in it?
Yeah,
It had dual desktop 1080s in it.
yeah.
What? Might as well be.
That was like $5,000, wasn't it?
Yeah, 5 or 6.
Yeah. So
Might as well get that.
Might as well get that.
Funny enough, ironically, the only person I've sold it to was a businessman who doesn't even play games.
Yeah, of course it was.
Yeah.
It always is.
He just
And
lost
he's
the
not
PS
paying for
day.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
company's paying for it. But sorry, continuing with
Oh yeah, so VR is probably one of the hardest ones to advertise to people because you can't really advertise it on a flat screen.
No.
It's a virtual experience. It's the only way you can really.
Completely different. Like the first time, was it you and we've got a name called we've got a mate called Moo, and Marty and Moo, before they played it, they were kind of getting ready to be let down.
yeah. Well, I was kind of, but then you were like, but when you first got it, you're like, bro, it's not a gimmick, it's good. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe
VR is good. If you haven't tried Vive, try it, and you'll definitely see.
But the real naysayer that we knew was this man called Travis, who was just like, nah, it's not good, not good. He put it on, he was like, okay, fuck, that's amazing. Because the first time he played it was an Oculus dev kit,
Oh, okay.
and then went straight to HTC Vive. Like, yeah, it's better, it's good now,
Like,
it works.
When I came over to your guys' house,
Yeah.
your house, and tried it, as I said, I was skeptical as well, but I put it on. I can change your world,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
It actually does. So for anyone who wants to try HT or just who are skeptical about VR, you can only try it. You cannot just look at it and go, nah.
Yeah.
You've got to try. Like, when I was watching the stream, I saw nothing but bullshit from people talking about VR.
Yeah.
But there is one thing about VR still, and it's still in its infancy stage of its lifetime. Like it just came out probably officially a year ago for us. Maybe 2 years it was like starting to come out.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a wireless add-on coming out soon for the Vive.
Oh, is it?
Oh, no.
That's what I was going to say, because a lot of the hindrance is actually from the cables coming out from your back.
so they'll be fixed.
It's like a wireless battery pack is what sits on top of the helmet or behind the headrest or something.
Because all I had was like kids about 13 and 14 running around. Well, I was getting cautious because it's a $4.5 grand laptop that can kick down at any time.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
You'd have it like bolted to the.
yeah.
But it's the same as like when you go to a like Spark or local phone shop and they have the Samsung VR and all the like with the part that sits on here is all rubbed away from people who use it constantly. You're like,
Yeah.
I don't touch that.
That's probably like soaked in sweat.
Enjoy them.
You might as well, it looks like a Twinkie.
But yeah, so VR's coming out for multiple games.
Hopefully, I'm getting a Vive as well. I hope.
Nice.
So now the question is this just for PlayStation, these games?
No,
no.
this is on the Bethesda one, so this is Doom and Fallout. Skyrim is apparently only for PS4.
Well, so far. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be.
So is this going to be like for the Vive as well, is it? The Doom and
Fallout.
Doom
Yeah.
Fallout, yeah.
Cool. Because I mean, at the moment I'm not interested by looking at the gameplay, but I've learned before that the only way to know for sure is to experience it.
Yeah.
And I think the best games that will work on it are games like horror. That's like if you're into like horror and all that, those VR will probably be your best. Resident Evil done it well apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think horror will be a great one. There's a game that I put in there and I'll talk about shortly that's part of VR. That I think did it really well as well. But overall, I think, as I said before, infancy stage, we're still learning. We'll perfect it as time goes on, pretty much.
And I think a big problem that might come with it is motion sickness. I get motion sickness real easy. So locomotive movement will make me feel sick.
I would agree with that. Like people who get motion sickness quite easily probably won't be able to play for long. And these games look like it's like a full experience. Yeah. So you want to sit down, or in this case, stand up maybe, and play the game for hours on end.
Yeah.
The problem is the ergonomic side of it as well. You've got a heavy headset on your head.
Yeah.
Having it on for a few hours can wear you down. Like your neck probably gets sore after a while.
Yeah.
Like I know the laptop we got at work kind of fucks out after a few hours. It just overheats.
Damn.
Because it's running.
It's HP.
Yeah.
It's HP. They just overheat. That's what they do.
Having a Vive and being a fan of Fallout, would you try the Fallout VR?
Yes, absolutely. But I'll be ready to. I mean, I know it depends on the price.
It's like 3 hours later. All right.
The problem I've got with Doom, because Doom is a run and gun game, and they've already said that the Doom VFR is teleportation.
Yeah.
It's point to point.
Yeah.
So it's not Doom then.
That's
It's got the Doom world in mind.
Doom has always been you don't stop moving in Doom.
I mean, it's the same with Serious Sam in VR. It just works. So it might just be like a Doom skin, and that would be kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
In VR.
That would be cool though.
Yeah.
Doom will look awesome in VR.
I'll off topic very slightly, but do you know what I actually surprised I haven't done yet in VR? Time Crisis.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a on-rail shooter.
On-rail shooter. Yeah.
Why wouldn't it? That sounds like a given. Why wouldn't you do that?
There has got on-rail shooters, but
I don't know what that is.
yeah, not Time Crisis.
Yeah. You should play at the arcade at some point.
So I'm looking forward to it. I like to try it before I buy it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm definitely keen to give it a go.
Yeah.
Because if they can prove to me that it works, then I'll be sold.
Yeah.
Like, I can
Lots
imagine
of vibe.
Fallout, because I've done like over 300 hours on it now, I can imagine it would be pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. Shit, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
You can like live in the house that
Yeah.
you build.
Yeah, like,
Exactly.
and the one thing that tripped me out is in the video, you can see the Pip-Boy on your arm,
Yeah.
but there's no arm. It's just a
Yeah,
floating
yeah.
Pip-Boy. You're like,
Yeah, that's kinda weird.
What the hell?
I saw in the Skyrim VR, like, he had some, like, hands that, like, just disappeared into nothing. And I was like, okay.
Hey, it looked like he was struggling to do things. Like his hands he's got Parkinson's shaking around, trying to shoot lightning and like swords just
Yeah.
shaking around.
It was the magic that made me interested in Skyrim, though.
Yeah.
Because it means you'd be like, with magic and shit. But so, yeah, it's magic with, it's Darth Sidious.
Yeah.
Shaky hands. And that's it for Bethesda.
So now I'm going to bring this up for the whole conference overall.
Yeah.
I think Bethesda was probably the most honest of all gaming conferences at the moment. The reason being is because just like
You swine.
well, it's okay. Obviously, all of them will want to be honest. All of them, no problem. But what I'm saying about Bethesda is the fact that every game they announced is got a release date and is coming
This
out
year.
this year, or maybe
Yeah.
Well, they don't have a release date, but they're saying it's out this year.
yeah.
Which is
They've all got release dates, and it's not like 2014 where we had Final Fantasy VII Remake, but we're making this, but it's not out yet.
Yeah.
They could do. We're doing Skyrim 6 in development now, and people will hype it up, and they'll say, "Oh, it's Bethesda best E3 of this year," but,
yeah, but they
they're
didn't
not
show
like that.
anything. They just said something.
They want to live up to people's expectations. Doom did that. Like, they released Doom, and then less than a year, it came out, and it was actually better. Like, I think graphics were
Looks
slightly better
better,
on PC. So I was like, holy shit, they actually lived up to what they were expecting. A lot of games don't do that. Like, you'll see a lot of games where people get disappointed with them. No Man's Sky, I mean, we all know that one. Ukulele, I mean, I still don't mind the game. It's just that it's not as refined as what it could be. There's a lot of games that are like that. So seeing Bethesda go out and say, this is what we've got. Well, what about the other games? Not talking about it right now, but it's not ready.
Yeah.
So,
and I don't want to be negative Nancy, but I'm going to say this: like, you're saying that the idea was to go out and not lie to people, but if they had nothing to show anyway, it's not lying. Like, a lack of content is not bullshitting about content.
no.
So, like, if they had nothing to show, they just didn't show it.
I guess I just more like things can change through development. And it was like Final Fantasy obviously is now becoming a multiple story.
Oh, it's going to take about 40 years to come out.
Yeah. And you've got like Kingdom Hearts, which got announced in 2013.
Another 40 years.
Yeah, so it's been 4 years so far.
Yeah. So about 36 to go.
Yeah, so pretty much they've got what they've got is ready pretty much.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like the idea of them being honest because of what they showed, not making promises. But if they have no promises to make, doesn't make them honest.
I don't know, Bethesda always has something going on, though.
Yeah, they're making. They got a new Elder Scrolls.
Yeah,
and
like,
works.
well,
yeah.
I did very highly doubt that Bethesda doesn't have anything going on in the background.
No.
They like to have things out in the same year they announce them. Like when Fallout 4 was, when they told us about that, it was a massive surprise, and it was an even bigger surprise knowing they'll be out at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
That was
yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah. So the thing is, you look at the Fallout app game came out the very same day.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, by the way,
That's a
it's
good
announced.
thing.
Oh, it's out now. Have a look on your phone.
People, people love that shit, and that is a good like standard to set.
Yeah.
They can keep their secrets so fucking well as well. Like,
Oh,
it didn't
yeah.
leak. That's Fallout. It's a big franchise, and to find that no one leaked it,
Yeah.
it's huge to see that.
Yeah, that's the one thing they do really well.
Yeah.
Guys with
So the
guns
reason
and
why I gasped when I said that, when you said that they what
Honest, I guess.
yeah, they're honest, is that I mean, it is kind of honest that they're doing it, but bringing back paid mods in a sense, they kind of like quickly like we're gonna do paid mods, and then
we're gonna do paid mods anyway.
yeah,
Skyrim on Switch!
I don't know how I feel about that. If it's, I guess, if it's goes through the same process that they use to make DLC, like they take the user's content and then put it through testing, it comes out at the end as like a full thing. I don't know.
I
I
don't.
don't know how to feel about it. It sounds sketchy, but
I can understand why people don't like. I mean, in the end, it goes from free to being paid. Everyone's going to get upset.
Yeah.
People, on the consumer side, definitely. mod makers have to make, like, they're making money from this as well. The ones who make the mods, they're going to get paid for this, so it's good for them.
Yeah.
Which means they can invest more time in it, because they can. Some of them can even quit their day jobs and just start making mods full time, which eventually could lead them to a job in Bethesda.
Yeah.
You never know. Like, it's good for their side. I know it's bad for us. I mean, and paid mods is never a good thing on a consumer side, but if they're only like $1.50 to $5, or we don't know. Is there
it looks like they've got like an in-game, not in-game, like you pay like $5 and get like 150 coins, that type of thing.
Oh, right, it's one of those.
Because they had like a mud crab armor
Yeah,
for
fucking
150
horseshit.
coins. I'm pretty sure that was a joke.
I don't know. I think it's actually on the website. Oh, it's actually on the mod list.
Meh.
Oh, is it?
But it's still like, and I get the idea of it'd be good if modders got money because they could do
Yeah,
more.
yeah, absolutely.
But they would have got into the mod scene to make money because there's never been money in mods.
No, there hasn't.
Regardless, so like if they got into mods and they're like, oh, I'm making these mods and it's great. Oh, we can possibly get paid. Yeah, let's do it. And the community's like, no, they can't be like, well, no mods for you then.
Well, I mean, like,
we should have known it was going to be free.
Like what Sam said, if something was once free and now you have to pay for it, I think that's what the community doesn't like.
Yeah.
It's a really bad taste of people's mouths, obviously, for anyone. Like, it goes from free to something.
Playing online on PlayStation.
Yeah, exactly.
With Nintendo Online.
Nintendo Online is going to be the same. People are going to get upset about
Yeah,
it.
the
But
fact they went from free to paying for it, it's
But Sony and Nintendo know that you can't just make it's a little loss for them if they do that. Like,
Yeah.
they can't afford to, especially Nintendo, considering the fact that they have to make money. They don't have, like, Microsoft's got Windows and all that to make their money.
Nintendo's just
they're
games,
now the
yeah.
worst businessmen in the world.
So yeah.
Throw switches at each other for fun.
Yeah, so pretty much Sony's got a juggernaut behind them. TVs,
Yeah.
phones,
Yeah.
everything that can help subsidize the loss. Nintendo are purely just gaming. They make money on their Switch. They
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's a bad business plan for them.
Yeah.
So seeing that with
So-
dumb
so-
mods,
so-
yeah.
So what you're saying is Bethesda want to help devs make money, modders make money on a 6-year-old game.
I think it just feels like that Bethesda's trying to cash in on other people's work. That's what it feels
Will
like.
Bethesda get any cuts from the mods?
I
If
don't
they
know.
get a single cent from each mod, they can fuck right off of that shit.
I think
Because they don't earn it. They have not earned that mod in their game at all.
they will have to, because like if they're going to do all the testing for the mods,
Yeah.
like
So that's
I don't
horseshit.
see them
anything
doing it
that
for free.
costs money, they'll take. I can see that, at
Yeah.
least that. Because if it's going to cost them any form of money, they'll need that subsidise that somehow.
Like, that's absolute bullshit.
Yeah, they will. They'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're like, yeah, not good.
Think of it like the YouTube partnership program and stuff like that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, we get, in theory, we get 40% of what gets paid because a lot of it goes towards people like to make ads and all that.
Yeah.
So it's a similar thing to Bethesda. The modders will definitely get some form of income. It's just that Bethesda will take a share of their own,
Yeah.
more likely. I mean, if a big company's going to make money from something, they're going to take it. That's pretty much how it is.
I mean,
Yeah.
like they tried it with Steam. Everyone was like, "Fuck you!" They dropped it. It depends on how they handle it this time, if it will work. And yeah,
Keen. Right. Bethesda, you're off. We're on to Ubisoft.
Ooh, no,
Start
this one I
with
did
the-
like.
With this Mario Rabbids XCOM game.
Yeah, okay.
discount minions.
Discount XCOM.
Sorry. As Jesse said, it's Mario XCOM plus discount minions.
Well, I don't want to say discount minions because they're the ones who came up before minions.
They're more annoying than minions.
I mean, like they're not good.
Yeah.
I didn't mind them as like enemies in a game because they're quite funny when they're as
Well,
villains.
and if you can punch them.
Raven Rabbits, for example, was
Yeah.
I like the concept of Raven. In fact, a lot of people do. Hence why they became their own franchise. Raven Rabbits. I like them as the enemies. You can beat them. They get crazy. Their eyes go red, and they go. I love that idea. I don't mind them in this game. I'm a bit skeptical because it is pretty much just a RPG. It's a turn-based shooter.
Yeah.
XCOM. So
It's
that's pretty much what it is.
shooter, yeah.
When I saw that before, what they said was like, "We're going to try something fresh. This is XCOM."
I mean, I think it's a good idea. I'm put off by the fucking minions.
White Rabbit minions.
Yeah, I know, because I know it just seems annoying. But I might be wrong, and I might fall in love with these characters.
One thing I didn't like, and this is just a pet peeve of mine, that it shouldn't have been in the Ubisoft conference. If it's a Switch exclusive, that's just shitty.
Yeah.
Because like that it should leave it for Nintendo. Because if it's not going to be anyone else's console, then don't force them to watch it.
I guess that's a fair point.
And also, and I'm not playing the race game here, but when you have a French guy and a Japanese guy on stage speaking English to each other, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Because it's the head of Rabbids Development and Shigeru Miyamoto who made Mario on stage, and there's this weird awkward like, here is gun for you, thank you very much, Miyamoto-san. Like, it's just cringy as fuck.
Only for the first few seconds. After that, they translate.
After he's like, fuck, I'm speaking Japanese, I can't bother.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Okay, that I do understand. It's a bit cringe because they were trying to pose and pretending to shoot. It's like, no.
Here's big fake guns.
We're having fun.
We are friends who make games. Yeah.
But I'm going to say optimistic about the game. Like, obviously, if Nintendo had some faith to give their IP to another studio, they don't do that too often. They've only done it with Sega, as far as I'm aware. I think there's a few other.
And whoever made Mario Run, was that actually Nintendo?
Mario what?
The Mario running jump
Yeah,
game.
I think Nintendo did make that.
It was actually Nintendo.
Oh, yeah, the
I
ad
think
game.
so.
Yeah.
I'm very sure that's Nintendo based.
Right.
Like, that's first party Nintendo. Like Niantic is another one. They make Pokemon. So like Pokemon, Niantic. Then you got Sega with the Mario and the Special Olympics, and then you've got
the Philips CDI games. Yeah, that worked out well.
We don't talk about the 90s.
They are not canon.
I think this is the reason why they want to make sure they put faith into people, because you see what happened to the Zelda game.
Just move on.
I think it looked polished. It looked really good.
That's a Nintendo thing, though.
Yeah.
They have standards.
Even if Ubisoft are making it, they seem to have a thumb in the pie.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they are going
of
to
course
make
they
sure
do,
it's
yeah.
fucking polished.
Yeah, so I mean,
and you can't jump. He said that the one of the things, like if he gave them a chance to make a game that you can't jump in the game.
Make a game that Mario doesn't jump, so Jumpman can't jump.
yeah, again, I was about to say that.
Yeah. But yeah, so they're looking forward to that. This one's a hub. Starlink looks awesome.
Yep.
The content is great. How much are the toys going to cost?
That's the
How
thing.
heavy are they?
And is that the only way to get unlocks in the game?
Okay, so here's the
If
thing.
it is, it's not going to work.
No,
It's seriously. People like you will buy them.
Yep.
And you're going to be the only one in Crush It. So basically the way it works is you get your Switch Pro controller or your PS4 controller, attach a little thing to it, and you build a ship on it. And the ship you then fly, it's on PS4 obviously.
And like
in the
you
trailer.
add
I have
parts
cool because
on
I
your
can say I
ship.
thought it was a Switch.
And you then add parts to your ship that adds guns, and they appear in game. So you have to physically buy each gun to put on your ship. You have to have the physical ship to have the one in game. Otherwise, because people will have one ship and never upgrade it because it's going to cost too much money.
I can okay. If you have a look around at you right now,
Yeah, but
you can
you're
tell.
a fucking shield. You burn through cash on useless crap.
Actually, if you look at my bank account, it says otherwise.
Now, if you look at all these shitty,
It says
all these games, it proves my point.
They were all like $5 each.
Doesn't
That's
matter.
nothing.
How much was this fucker?
I mean, but like
I think that's. Oh no, the price tag's off it.
How much was this
like-
guy?
$39.99.
Again, how much are the other 20 you've brought?
The other 20.
Yeah.
I got 10 for 100.
Still.
That's
no one can
one.
see them. The amiibos.
No, I don't know if they can see them. I'm making sure that Sam can see them.
Oh, yeah. So what about them? So I'm Martin. Out of all people, I'm aware how much I spend.
Okay, I mean,
So
like,
if I
That's
go,
what I'm saying. This game is only going to apply to you.
there's a lot of people like me out there, obviously.
Yeah.
The thing is, Skyland was super successful. Super successful. As much as you hate the game, it was successful. I just hate how they used it, Spyro in it. I wish it was its own game
Did you
without
need to buy the
Spyro.
models to play the game?
Yes, you get a starter pack, obviously. Like you get a game with 3 characters
There's
with
no
it.
other way to unlock any other characters in the game without buying the
You got to buy the characters to unlock them.
that's
but in this, you buy parts for a ship.
parts for a ship.
So here's the thing. If it's going to cost way too much money, like extravagant amount for one ship, like if it's $50 for a ship, fuck that, I won't buy it.
Yeah.
If it's reasonably priced, I'll definitely get into it because I know that if I get into Starlink, it's a long-term investment, not like I'm going to buy a ship and that's it. Obviously that's not how it's going to formulate. It's not. They're going to make the game, so that means you've got to get more. Obviously,
Yeah.
that's how they're going to make their money. So
They'll be going after the whales. That's what they'll be doing.
hello.
No, like, whales are people who, whenever a game has any that kind of thing, like Skyrim, they're the ones who buy just way too much, and they're the ones who keep the game alive.
Oh, yeah.
Rest of the casual players don't buy that much. So you get whales with things like Lego as well.
Yeah,
The only
like-
reason why Lego is really that famous because so many people buy it, but you might only buy like 1 or 3 packs. But then Jesse Moore, who has shelves of Lego,
Oh, do you?
more.
More.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was Jesse. I was like, oh, more. You know,
Yeah, Moo has shelves of Lego.
I would buy Lego if I just didn't already
Yeah,
invest too much money in
It is,
other stuff.
it is expensive.
Lego's expensive as
Oh,
fuck.
yeah.
Oh, it is. There's only one Lego thing I want, and it's the pirate ship, because it was an old classic thing I had when I was younger, and I lost it.
Yeah.
I just wanted it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, so-
but
so-
that's
so-
a 200 in New Zealand, $279 for it though.
Yeah.
Like the
So-
Death Star is like, I think it's like $890
Yeah.
at like Toy Store.
Not worth it. But
It's a whole hunk of plastic, though.
yeah. But so
but not
that's,
that.
that's the problem I think we're probably going to have with things like Starlink, is that only certain people are going to play it. So how long, how long is the service going to start for?
And also you got this heavy fucking thing on your controller, and like, it's just
Imagine
not
like a
good.
dreadnought ship, and you're like, and have a stand for the front of your controller
So yeah.
I was just gonna say so it actually goes onto the controller.
on the controller.
Yeah, it must be like NFC or something with like a clip-on.
yeah.
I mean, the toys part of it is what really is interesting me, obviously.
Yeah.
But gameplay side of it though.
It looks amazing. It looks
it-
super fun. Looks
Like
great.
it looks like No Man's Sky if it had microtransactions and it was meta.
But the problem is it's physical microtransactions.
But it does look like you can go to multiple worlds. How much open environment you've got as
Yeah.
open.
Remains to be seen.
Yeah. So like, but the thing is, I like how the ship turns from a spaceship to a landcraft.
If you like start the game up and it's like you're like I want to fly to a different planet, you have to go out and buy the booster.
Oh no, you like just walk around, eh? Like,
You have to buy the ship.
Yeah, you got to
If you
buy
don't have
the
the
ship.
ship. You're on.
You have to run to different planets. Like run
Just start running upwards. They're like, oh.
you have to take the bus. Space bus.
No, you need to buy the bus.
yeah. Don't you have to buy the bus pass to go on the thing? You go on the bus.
That sucks in your controller.
But yeah, like the gameplay, so it looks fine to me. Like the gameplay stuff is fine.
It looks
as-
interesting. Real
It's
interesting.
definitely a nice, interesting concept. Obviously, as you said, Wales are the beginning one to make the game. There'll be a lot of flack for it. Obviously, it's the internet. I mean, what are they not going to complain about?
Yeah.
I'm again going to be optimistic. If it's cheap enough,
Yeah, like if each
Yeah,
part
yeah.
is a couple of bucks, really.
yeah. If it's, I can
Like
see it
$5
being.
for like
Yeah,
a
$5 for a booster engine.
one
kind of thing.
cannon, yeah.
Or a cannon, yeah, that's fine.
If it's that, then in that case, absolutely, I'll go
You'll
nuts
have
with
a
that
fucking
thing. But
shop for it.
I'm not expecting that though. I'm expecting the ship to be maybe $30 New
Yeah.
Zealand. I'm expecting the parts to be maybe 15.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at.
See,
That's my.
but if it was 15 for 2 cannons, like if you got like enough to make your ship like
Yeah,
like,
I'm out by that point if it's
Yeah,
$15
me too.
per.
If it's
like-
per gun, then no. I'm talking about like because it looks like that you get like a pair.
yeah, so I'm saying, like, if it's like upgrade kits for $15, but even still,
Even that's
Like-
like pretty pricey. Like spending something on something physical that you can only use within that.
yeah.
Is,
I mean, if you look at my look up
Yeah,
here,
I know, I
That's
know.
that stuff is what you need in game, but I don't even use
once
them.
again, it's the whales that are going to do this. They're
Hello.
going to keep it alive.
Yeah.
But yeah,
As long as they don't do the whole Nintendo don't make enough of things to create a shortage in the marketplace.
like,
Yeah.
what if you like broke your ship or your gun? Like you have to go out and buy
No,
another.
so
Oh,
That's-
unless it's got like a NFC chip that is intact.
Yeah, then you just hack it like.
Actually,
yeah.
you could probably just make your own NFC. Put your own cards in.
did you? Just off topic quickly. Did you know that someone was managing to get free train rides in England by swiping a Samus figure?
Oh, way.
That's awesome.
Because it's
It
like
must be someone else's account or something.
I don't know. I just swiped and it let him through. I was like, all right.
That's awesome. Samus gets you through the train. Right, Starlink sorted.
Yep.
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Okay. Did anyone else here play the first game?
No.
Oh. Because I'll be honest, I didn't start playing the game until it came out on 360 as a digital download. Started playing it. I actually really enjoyed the game. Like, as much as it's already dated when I played it, it was such a good game. I enjoyed it. And the fact that... What are you doing?
TV's thin.
It is really thin, thank you. The actual game itself, the new one, got announced in 2008, I think it was, during Ubisoft's conference.
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In 2008. Yeah, there's a trailer for it online. It shows the two main characters from the first game in a CG trailer, and we heard nothing. There was a leaked demo, I think, a year later,
Right.
but that was it. Nothing until now. Like, definitive now. Like, there's been rumours throughout the years, and they said, it's not shelved, we're looking at doing, we don't know what to do with it yet, pretty much is what they were saying. Finally, we've seen what they've done with it. It looks like to be a prequel to the first one, even though it's called 2.
Yeah.
So it's a prequel, but it's a very different tone. Like, the last game was like G7 Plus or PG. This has got swearing in straight away. So it's a very different tone. It's very gritty. It's very dark. The last game was quite colourful.
Well, it almost seems like the last one was made for people of that age, and now they've aged up to this one.
Yes, it is definitely aiming towards that player base.
It's the Naughty Dog system.
But they did say it can be accessed for newer generations. This game, like you don't have to know the last game to play this, because
Yeah, that'd be a shit show.
like you're playing this game, it's like, what is going on in the story? What am I missing? But pretty much the game itself does stand, like, it does definitely stand as from a artistic point as well. Like, it's very futuristic, but with a lot of themes from different styles of modern era and even past era. Like the starting scene had, I don't know, a pig man with like I think his name was Zhao or something like that.
Oh, and that chick that got that tablet, that like disc out of her like
Boobs, even though it looked like
boob jiggles.
Yeah, like the game.
I'm buying it.
Yeah. But like the game itself is very, very different, but I am looking forward to it by far. Like, it's probably the most anticipated game for me from Ubisoft.
Yeah.
But like, as I did enjoy the last game, I just want, like, it just seems so different from the last one, like cartoony, cheerful to I'm gonna fuck your mum sort of thing.
Yeah.
But the game I do trust as well, because it's made by the original guy who made the first Beyond Good and Evil in 2003. And he's also made a lot of good games since then as well, like Rayman Legends.
Number 9. Works out so well for Mighty Number 9. Made by the same guy.
Made by the same guy, but he had like $20 in his bank to work with.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
all 3.5 million. What do you want to go for?
3.5 million, and all on cheeseburgers.
Yeah. But so next up, this was going to be real quick. Assassin's Creed Egypt.
Nope.
South Park: The Fractured Butthole. It's a second South Park game. I'm just rushing through this because we've got to check the time because Will's going to head off soon.
I mean, we can still continue. I know.
Yeah.
I don't mind if we still continue.
Yeah.
You're just like,
at least you drove yourself here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a South Park game. It's just another South Park game.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. The first one was great. Yeah. Skull and Bones. It's the pirate ship part of Assassin's Creed 4.
but expanded and better.
Expanded.
I do like the idea of that.
Yeah.
The fact it's not like Guns of Icarus or Sea of Thieves where you have to have a crew in this ship. You control the ship yourself, but it's fully customizable. The ship, like you again loot. It's like a PvP arena sort of.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. So, like, you can get different types of ships with different effects. Like, the big ship, you got all the cannons, bigger hull, but it's really luggy and slow.
And then the Man of War with massive cannons and shit.
Pretty much. And then you got, like, the ramming ship, which has got a good hull, practically no cannons, but it can ram into people.
So the idea is to travel around in a fleet. It's not just one boat versus the world. It's a fleet of boats. Smash up other fleets. Taking on pirate hunters and shit.
It's I like the idea, and I have been looking for that kind of game for a while. The last game I did play that had not exactly the same idea, but had pirate ships was the what's it called? The Total War series.
Oh yeah.
They had ships in it as well. I like that.
Yeah, because Assassin's Creed 4 came out, everyone loved the ship battles.
You didn't?
No, he's an idiot though.
I didn't either though.
You're both wrong. But then Assassin's Creed Rogue came out, which also had ship battles because that's what everyone loved.
I like you really hate Assassin's Creed, don't you?
I used to love it, but like after the what was it?
Don't say the third one.
No, the third one was good.
The third one was Cancer.
No, wait.
Oh no,
I'm thinking of Brotherhood. The third one, Assassin's Creed 3 was bad.
Yeah, it was trash.
That's when I started not liking it.
It's
I was just like, nah.
It's just rinse and repeat, different era.
This is what I mean. Like, I up till Brotherhood, I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, it's good. But after that, I was like, I played 3 and I got like quarter of the way through it or halfway through it, and I was just like, the fuck is this?
yeah. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I'll play with you, Sam.
I would.
Giggity.
Yay.
What about the game?
So next up, Just Dance, Beyond Good and Evil 2. What? It's here twice. Far Cry 5.
I know one person who's excited for it.
Cool.
He's my flatmate.
Wonderful.
The game itself is it's gone really different. Like, feels almost like a reverse, like a backwards step. Like, because you're going to like obviously hick sort of city, America pretty much.
Yeah.
And so, like, you've got
it's like rural.
It's rural America.
Yeah.
It's rural America, but it's pretty much I don't know. I've from going to this exotic island and this open world, a vast environment, like lush place I've never been to before. You go into somewhere that we do know.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't feel like
it's kind of weird because I think it's the way it's set is that there's a certain cult and they control this whole area. They've got control over everything in the area. So there's no like government or anything in there.
No government, no cops. There's no mobiles reception apparently either, so you can't actually call out for help.
So that is what it's set in. I don't know if they've gone backwards. I'm looking forward to it. Because like, who doesn't hate like racist like white supremacists? It's gonna be fun to like and like
It's 12 of them.
like and kill like crazy Christians.
Like, I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, like, I love Far Cry 3. Far Cry 4, not a big fan of.
No, yeah.
Primal, not a big fan of.
no, not probably.
So, I don't know how I feel about this one. Like,
It just seems for 3, 4, and 5 they've just followed the same recipe every
Yeah,
time.
three-
It's just,
I think the
change
gameplay is
ingredients.
good because I actually like 4, and I like 3 as well.
see, I tried it really, really hard, and I've played quite a few hours of it now. I just couldn't get into the
can't get into
story.
it.
Like,
Yeah.
it had no storyline, in my opinion. Like,
It's like you wander around and do stuff.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
Something happens at the end
Yeah,
and the start.
exactly.
Yeah.
Whereas Far Cry 3, I followed the storyline the whole way through. It was good. Had good gameplay, had good everything else, but once it got to 4, it's just like,
Yeah. Fair enough.
Cool. Sweet. Do you think we can get through Sony before you have to head off?
Yeah.
Because if we do that, because the last
like,
one
I
was
can
Nintendo.
leave
and
it like 7:30.
no one really
7 or
cares about
something.
Nintendo except for Sam.
Hello.
Let's see if you do Nintendo by yourself.
Yeah. So hi guys, just me.
Alright, so, on to Sony. The first one, we can kind of skip over it because it wasn't actually showed, the first two actually, they weren't shown at the conference, they were shown in the pre-show. At Ni no Kuni 2.
So the first one, I tried to get into it. I love the art style.
Studio Ghibli.
Yeah.
Did the art.
Oh, actually, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we got like discount Pokemon.
Yep.
Pretty much.
I mean, like it was amazing, and one thing that put me off is it's like partially dubbed in English.
Yeah.
So like you have to read like it's because I'm a piece of shit. And, I don't like to read that much, but yeah. So it's like partially voice acted. Then like the parts that kind of need to be voice acted weren't, and yeah, that kind of put me off it.
So, in other words, play it in Japanese. Can you change it? You could change the language, couldn't you?
I can't remember.
No, whatever. But yeah, it was a beautiful game. I'm looking forward to the second one just because of the way it looks. And Undertale's coming to PS4.
Yay.
Yeah, that's it. It's the same game that you played on PC a year ago. It's just now on PS4.
Will it be different on the Pro?
4K.
4K. That's even worse than Minecraft. 4K.
Next up is just Days Gone. The zombie horde game.
I wish it wasn't exclusive.
Yeah.
I wish.
If it came on PC, that'd be nice.
I'll be honest, I'm not really interested in it.
I just like the concept of using the zombie horde as a tool.
Yeah.
Like the way he blew up the wall.
The dam.
The dam. It called the zombies over, and then they took out the
Yeah,
guys.
that was
Like
cool.
that was cool, but it just I don't know.
It's like one of those games you sneak as well, and like that's been used by quite a lot of like,
it looked like
exclusives.
a kind of shitty made Last of Us.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know
Like,
about shitty made.
No,
maybe just-
but the art style was so similar.
yeah,
And
and the movement.
And the movement, and you're on a motorbike half the time, and
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
I feel like
the
it's got,
motorbike in Last of Us.
What?
You see you on the motorbike.
No, I mean, in Days Gone.
Oh yeah,
You're part of a bikie gang.
The reason why I'm not. Are you alright?
He's thinking of a bikie man from a bikie gang.
I'm not interested in the game because it got announced last year as its last game in Sony conference last year at E3. It's already at that point. It was already at the end of maybe the zombie sort of style sort of genre out there. Like there's so many zombie games out there. You got Daisy.
Yeah.
You've got Left 4 Dead. You've got the
I think this is kind of different though because
Dead Rising.
Those,
That's right, Dead Rising. Sorry.
those are like really distinct. Like you know the Left 4 Dead's like a 4-player.
Yeah.
Like, it's not really too. It's just about going in there and like going nuts. I think this is different. This is like. I think this is more like Last of Us.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Last of Us is another one that's done it so well. But this game, just like it was at the time it was announced last year, I wasn't really excited because I was already at the tail end of that sort of genre for me.
Yeah.
To get it now announced again at this year, I'm like I've already lost interest a year ago.
I think the gameplay looks good, and I think that and the story is what counts.
Yeah.
Like I don't care that it's kind of a dead fad.
If it has a good storyline, I'll play it.
Yeah.
Like I love a good storyline, but yeah, it'll be interesting.
But the fact that it's a PS4 exclusive.
And it's 30 frames. It's probably going to be 30
It would
frames.
call it.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll be 60?
No.
What fucking alternate reality you live in? Next up, this is an easy one. Destiny 2.
Yep.
PC.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, they didn't say anything about the
Both.
PC on.
Yeah, but it's both.
For both.
Why both?
Depending on, well, I've got a PS4 Pro now. Like,
Even Pro?
yeah.
Actually, I'll be getting it for Xbox.
You like blinked in shame.
Yeah, you're like, oh god, I own one.
I did.
It was either between that or getting another PlayStation 4 first generation one. So I was like, well, I had to spend $400 on the first one, or I get PS4 Pro and be able to play some of the
Oh yeah.
next generation games a bit better.
You can get PSVR now because it doesn't work
I'm
properly
not
on the
doing
normal
that.
PS4.
No.
But yeah, so Destiny 2 looks good. I mean, it's
Yeah.
Destiny.
I mean, we've all played Destiny.
Yeah.
We're all into
It's,
Destiny.
it's tried and true. It's going to work.
I want to be able to play Destiny at 60 frames per second. That's why I want it on PC.
Yes.
But I'll wait. Like, I'll get it on PS4 first, and then I'll wait a year or so until it gets cheap, and I'll get it on PC. Sorry.
I think that it's coming out first on PlayStation, isn't it?
Yeah,
it
console
is.
Like a
first.
whole month
Yeah.
and a bit.
Yeah, it's September the 6th for console, and then October something for.
No, the end of the next month.
No,
yeah.
PS4 does get it before
October.
Xbox as well.
Hey?
PS4 gets it before Xbox as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometime in October
Yeah.
we get it on PC.
So I'm getting it for Xbox as well, mainly because I've already got a community of people I play with on Xbox. For the previous Destiny games, they're all going to buy it, I'll buy it as well, and we're all going to play.
Most of my PS4 community has moved to PC, so it's worked for me.
Exclusive content to the PlayStation.
It's horse
Not
shit.
good. Not good.
Are they doing that? Are they?
Yeah, they have. They've got a
exclusive strike, PvP map,
sniper rifle.
exotic.
weapon,
That's not cool.
and a ship.
Yeah.
So the ship, no one cares about.
No.
But it's the fact that it's a strike, a whole strike,
Yeah,
is
that's-
exclusive, and a PvP map.
That's nothing new to us Xbox players.
No,
We've
but
had
it's not.
that for
But
a
it's
long time.
complete
Yeah,
crap.
it's,
Like,
it's still shit. Like, because I played it on PlayStation 4, I couldn't care less if anyone got the DLC
No.
from a different platform the same time as me.
yeah.
So here's a question: the exclusive strike map for PlayStation owners, did it have dialogue? It's the flares, the 3 flares, the elemental ones. Did they have dialogue in it?
Yeah, I did, I think, yeah.
Because for us, it was silent. We don't even know what the point of it was. We got it and it was in silence. I think it's because they had to get rid of the dialogue with their ghost.
Dinklage.
Yeah, Dinklebot.
What is?
Because, yeah.
What's that?
The strike with the 3.
That's
we
on
won't
Mars.
go into detail about it because that's Destiny 1. It's old. But yeah, Destiny 2 is going to be great. We'll love it. Detroit Becoming Human.
Deus Ex Human Revolution.
No, it's not. It's Heavy Rain
Yeah.
robots.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the third in their trilogy. Sorry, Heavy Rain Beyond Two Souls. It's a heat pump. And Detroit Become Human. So
Interesting.
I'm going to play the shit out of it because I love those games.
Yeah.
It looks interesting, and it looks like when you make a choice, it really branches off.
Yeah,
In
it seems
real.
that way,
It
doesn't it?
might actually matter this time.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that is good. And that is pretty much what you want to see from a game like that.
Yeah, and it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, it
It
did.
looks very good. There's not much to say about it because it's one of those games where it's an experience. It's not so much like you don't game it. You just play through it and live the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live the story.
live the story. Yeah. So our next up is Dad of War.
What is it, sorry?
Dad of War. God of War.
Oh, okay. I was going to
He
say.
plays Kratos.
I thought
as a
you were.
kid.
Yeah.
It's a joke, Sam.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it looks cool. It's nothing like any other God of War.
It's done by Naughty Dog, isn't it? I'm pretty sure this was
so.
done by Naughty Dog.
I think so.
I can't.
Someone made a joke about it.
I heard that they were going more towards Norse mythology in this one. I don't know if it's true or not, but
Yeah, because you in the trailer they come against the world serpent.
that's right. Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that.
And but you are still a Spartan.
Yeah,
You are still
which
Kratos.
is weird.
But it's cool because like he's got like the Norse axe that goes cold, but in the trailer you saw he pulled it like a Spartan shield.
Yeah.
Like it,
yeah,
it looked
yeah.
fucking cool. Like unfolded on his arms. Like yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
No, I mean, it's the same guys, not God of War. Again, the joke went over my head. I just took it too seriously.
So what are you talking about?
Naughty Dog making God of War.
Okay.
It's not.
I mean, to be honest, it looks like the same type of like thing as Last of Us. You like you can look after the little kid, and then like you'll like love the little kid after a while.
Little bastard.
Then the little
It
kid
is-
will like almost die.
It is a son.
It's his son.
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
it's a son.
I get the feeling they're building him up to be maybe the new protagonist in a future game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, God of War, Son of Dad.
But anyway, it's a God of War game. The combat looks amazing.
Yeah.
It looks quite scripted, but we'll just have to see.
I mean, yeah, it might be good. It probably will be good.
Monster Hunter World, aka the Runaway Simulator.
Yeah.
So
that
why do you
fucking
call
running
that?
animation.
Because you watch the trailer, all he did the entire time was run away from things.
What was
like
I just-
Monster Hunter Worlds. He showed
Oh,
he
yes,
showed
yes,
up. There were a bunch of little dinosaurs there. He hid in the bush. They left. He found the T-Rex, covered himself in some leaves that somehow worked his cover. The T-Rex walked off. He saw it, attacked it a couple times, and then ran away from it.
Yeah. Is that the one where they keep doing cut they kept cutting the scenes.
Yeah, they
It
cut to
was-
different world
Yeah.
parts, and you
Like, it was like, ooh, run,
Yeah.
run.
It's just constantly running.
What I love is the fucking war running animation. He was like chest first running. He's like,
and then it's just roasted meat.
yeah.
And you're like, what? Why was it? So
That was
Bad
that was the
trailer.
end.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
a very bad trailer.
Whoever cut that trailer fired them.
It was like, I'm doing
Company-
meat.
company-
And everyone's like, is this supposed to be a joke? But
But that's the joke because he's like,
Yeah, and then they
I
played it
didn't
at
get
the
it.
end of the Sony conference again. At the end of all of the trailers they put together,
Yeah.
that was the end bit, and it's just like,
yeah.
Yeah, somehow like corporate thought it was funny.
I'll get into the way that
the kids will make a meme out of this one.
yeah, everyone, and then the corporate's like, yeah, no.
it's like, you think the kids will make some memes out of this? Yeah. Some memes.
Lol.
Shadow of the Colossus remake.
that looks good.
That looks amazing. I love the first one.
I have never played the first one, but the second one looked awesome, or the remake looked
I was
awesome.
gonna say,
Yeah,
the
remake.
Second one.
The second one.
Sorry.
The second one was called Last Guardian.
Yeah.
So
It was
the
Ico-
16-year-old
It was
sequel.
Ico, then Shadow of the Colossus, and Last Guardian.
this
Is
isn't a remaster; it's a remake. Just to be clear.
It's a complete remake.
Are they all in the same
No,
series?
they're not. But they were made like the company who made them made those three.
Oh, right, okay.
So because like Shadow of the Colossus, spiritual successor to Ico,
Right.
and Last Guardian. Yeah.
So pretty much the company who makes these games are very artistic. They're very
Yeah.
unique in their games. Like when they make a game, they are very different to anything else. Which is why, and they're actually quite. What's the way of saying it? They take their time. I mean, how long did Last Guardian take?
A couple thousand years. Really, like people forgot it existed for a while,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "Is it really coming out?" And then everyone's like, "Yeah, bring out Last Guardian." And Sony's like, "Fuck, we got to do it." So they brought it out, and then everyone's like, "It's out." And it wasn't what we wanted.
That's always the case.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
Our expectations were way too high.
yeah.
It's a Duke Nukem Forever problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's Shadow of Colossus. What can you say? It's a remake of a brilliant game. Spooderman.
Spider-Man.
So it looked like
How can you not
looked
get
like
Spooderman? Come on.
I didn't hear you say Spooderman. I thought you said Spider of Man. Not even Spider. I thought you said Spood of Man.
Spood of Man.
it looked like Batman.
It's
did look pretty
QTE
cool.
the game.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was so bad.
I don't. Okay, we really know about the Batman Arkham Asylum sort of engine. That's pretty much what it's using when its
Yes.
fighting comes up. That's fine. Why did no one scream when they get caught? Like, I'm gonna put you against the wall. Help me!
Yeah.
Or the fact that when he knocked those guys with the pole, not seeing one of them was like, all the silent enemies. They're like,
Yeah. The thing is, how did them not? That will be dead. You'll be dead. That's a crane. You just
Yeah.
whack it.
Yeah.
I do like that one part where he kicked the guy, looked like he kicked him off the building, but then grabbed him back with the zip line, and then would have just broken his skull, his spine.
Whiplash.
Gwen Stacy.
Yeah. Well, because he just like smashed into the ground. You're like, there goes your spine.
Yep.
And then the Taken showed up.
Yeah.
And decided they
Well-
want an Asian version of the Taken. It's like
Well,
so it's
let's-
like, I run the homeless shelter. Why are you doing this? Because no one else will. What's your motivation? I'm a bad guy.
Oh, I don't know. I actually don't know who this villain is. I don't know if he's new to the
He
franchise.
said
or-
Fisk.
Oh no, Fisk is the other one. We know him.
Kingpin, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking about this is a different villain though. He's actually what Spider-Man's
you're
doing.
talking about- yeah.
Spider-Man's saving Fisk's Fisk. Sorry, Frisk.
Frisked me.
he's saving Fisk's enemies.
Yeah.
Fisk's character people. Yep, and trying to stop the demon. That's its name apparently, but I don't know anything about him.
Yeah. They're called the demons.
Yeah.
So his name isn't the demon.
Aku.
They're trying to stop the demons.
Fuck, if they had some old niche character villains like the Wall and the Wheel, I would love to see.
The wheel.
The wheel.
There's a guy who
know.
drives a Ferris wheel and shoots from.
There's
It's
a
like,
guy who eats fences.
yeah, there
Like,
is.
like, they don't know what they're doing.
And there's the Wall who has the power to apparently. One of
Was
his,
he the one who got his powers by bricks fell on him?
yeah,
And he
bricks
became
fell
a
on him
wall?
and became the Wall. That's in the old 60s, 40s comic. I don't know.
He's just a,
It's like
he's just a cure.
One
has-
Punch Man, eh? One Punch Man do that.
Yeah.
Some dude ate enough crab, he became.
The thing about this is that the powers he had are completely irrelevant to him, the Warman. Aside from falling down and getting back out without any momentum at all, he goes. But like, with he has power to control umpires' thoughts. If you're an umpire, he can control your thought. That's his power. I was like, what has this got to do with being a wall?
Spider-Man. He also used to hide in the walls at baseball
This
games.
is why he didn't get into the Avengers.
Imagine like the Avengers versus Wallman.
Oh, with the Sinister Syndicate, and you're like, I want to be part of it. Who are you? The what? No. Fuck off.
Like, do you guys play it? Would you play it?
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
If
If they get their swinging mechanic down like Spider-Man 2 on PS2,
Yeah,
It has to be quick.
That's
I'm just
why
gonna-
I would buy it, was for that one. I loved that game
but
so
don't forget,
much.
it may have looked slow, but in the first game, your swing was slow until you upgraded it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
So, like, if you can just fuck around the city, swinging around, having fun all day for hours, I'm keen.
Yeah, so
Dead keen.
Depends how much he's got to do in the world. If it's even open world, it looks like it is.
yeah, I think it will be.
But it's
Yeah.
not Tobey
I
Maguire
mean,
talking,
the
so
Spider-Man
it was
2
fine.
on PS2 was open world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like,
So
it'd be
was-
stupid not to.
So it was like Web of Shadows. I thought that game was not bad. Like,
I haven't played that.
yeah, I got it many years ago. I've lost it since then.
Right.
But actually, there's one reveal they did at the very end, after the trailer finished, after everything finished. The last thing they did
Yeah.
was wait up, Miles.
Yeah.
Miles Morales Spider-Man is in that universe as well, so we might get multiple Spider-Men.
Woo.
Spider Boys.
Was it?
Spider-Boys.
Was it Spider-Man? I heard someone say it was the Flash,
Okay.
and I was like,
One's Marvel, one's DC, so you can read yourselves.
that doesn't make sense.
Someone's gonna get in trouble.
But then he gets the Flash. Like, he's done things
Yeah,
that
yeah.
he shouldn't have. Like,
He's been outside of time and space before.
yeah, in Injustice, his ultimate is smacking you against yourself from a different timeline.
Which is good.
Pretty cool.
Speaking of Uncharted. Uncharted? What the fuck? Injustice? Oh, I don't give a fuck.
Fucked up.
Speaking of,
Speaking of Injustice, we've got Uncharted.
yeah, thank you.
Lost Legacy, you play as females.
I will play
Nathan
that.
Drake. I'll play the shit out of that game.
Yeah. The fourth one? Was that Uncharted 4? The last one they brought out?
Yeah.
Thief's End?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah,
I
it
fucking
was.
loved that game.
And if this is just more than that, but with different characters this time, I'm on board.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really played much of the Uncharted. So.
Neither had I until I played the fourth one,
What's wrong?
and I fucking loved the fourth one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Like, I'd never played 1, 2, or 3, and I picked up the fourth one.
Oh,
Not really.
I might have to play the fourth then.
I didn't
Oh,
know.
the fourth is
my
amazing, man.
boss let me borrow it, and I was just like, oh yeah, I'll give it a shot, and I ended up fucking loving it.
Yeah.
I might just go on YouTube and look up the story. Yeah, so, like, I'm not playing.
The best part about 4 is when you see him playing Crash Bandicoot.
Yes, and you get to play it.
Crash
Yeah.
Bandicoot in Uncharted 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you guys not played it?
No.
I know you haven't.
No.
Have you not played it?
I
Either?
don't have a Sony console.
PS4,
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's it was fucking awesome. You got to play. Was it Crash 2? Crash Bandicoot 2?
It was one of them. You had to beat
Was
your
it the first
wife's score.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you got to play it again at the end.
Yeah. It was sick.
That,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
So yeah, Uncharted 4 was great, and this
Emulation,
one, this one was just
PlayStation
as
with
good.
PlayStation emulation.
Skyrim.
Sits down on the couch. Rhoda.
And last is Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
I like that they've revealed so many characters without actually revealing
Did
them.
you get the demo?
No, I haven't yet because I was editing something that became uneditable because we lost all audio.
Oh, nice.
Titanfall Let's Play. Yeah. So I haven't yet. I'm going to just eventually.
What's called Let's Play, not Let's Listen, but
Yeah. I mean, technically,
This is a Let's Listen.
yeah. We should call it that.
Let's
Listen.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's called,
a good idea.
The Q for Let's Listen.
So the thing.
Thank you, Will.
I
So,
didn't mean for yeah.
but with they revealed so many characters without actually revealing them. Like we got Arthur from.
Oh, it's Chung Lee's face. Sorry.
Baby face.
Yeah, oh no, the fucked up. She looked like you know how you make a character in Skyrim and like you try and make the eyes look cool.
Is that the chick from Mortal Kombat?
no, Street Fighter.
Yeah, sorry, that's
Yeah,
Mortal
with the blue
the
dress.
chick with
Yeah,
thick
yeah,
thighs.
yeah, she's got like
Excited.
fucking
Like, she's got
tree.
tree trunks.
Yeah.
Yeah. She looks like a wood elf from Skyrim. Oh, like a high elf.
She did.
Yeah. So not good.
And then of course they've revealed two big juggernauts or two big god type
Yeah, Thanos.
villains, Ultron and Thanos, and you're getting the big villain on top of all that. I can't remember who it was, but yeah, Thanos and Ultron are in the game.
Ultron's like the main bad guy, isn't he? Or it looked like it.
No, I think what it is that he wants the the old story is wanting
Thanos-
Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
So Ultron's one of them looking for it. Thanos knows where they are because he's the one who's had the
So they're
gauntlet.
going to get Thanos to help them find them before Ultron does.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Thanos is on the good guy's side.
Yeah, for now.
Well,
He's a so he's like, I'm going to help you
He's
because
a vegetable.
yeah, he's a
He's a vegetable.
So they're like, I'm looking to see what Capcom has to offer for characters because it's so weird to see Mega Man and Chris Redfield in the Avengers Tower.
Yeah, it's cool. I think that is part of the point. Like, you get to see these like awesome characters next to each other.
Yeah, it was like when you saw Thanos in his like little cell, and like Chun-Li walked up, and you're like, wrong universe. You are not the Marvel.
Or like when they fight next to each other, because you see that scene where like Ryu's like fighting alongside. I can't remember who it was, but it just looks weird, eh? Like,
All I can think of now is Thanos as eggplant.
Just draw him as an eggplant.
Yeah.
Oh, I might do that. But yeah,
no water.
so I like to see what other characters have to offer. We've finally got to see Ultron and Thanos now playable.
Yep.
Thanos was from Marvel vs. Capcom 2, so he's not new to the franchise. Ultron is, though.
Yeah.
I don't believe Ultron was in any previous game.
No.
So that'd be cool. So I want to see what comes up, pretty much.
Yeah.
looks exciting. Looks like they've finally got like a good like a story.
Yeah, they've got
They're
a...
kind of, taking the leaf out of the book of Mortal Kombat and DC.
I think they don't want to make the same mistakes with Street Fighter as they did with Street Fighter. Like, we're going to release the game. What's it got? Arcade mode and... that's it.
You get the rest later.
And then they're like, oh, yeah, free... actually, that's something else they have announced. Street Fighter 5 getting all this new content.
Yeah.
Story mode and all this other stuff that's coming out for... as like you got to buy it if you don't have the game already, but everyone who's already got the game will get it for free.
Oh,
So they're getting a free expansion to the game pretty
So
much.
just buy the last one.
Just get it now. And you
Buy
get it for
it now and
free.
you get it for free,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it'll be cheaper.
But what I haven't seen enough of yet is the actual gameplay of Marvel vs. Capcom yet. Like,
Oh,
I want to
find
see...
out, yeah.
Because, I mean, in the end, it comes down... Because what I like about number 3, and I've got both versions, number 3 and Ultimate as well, is the fact that it's fast-paced. It's one of the very few games I actually invested time in learning how to play the game.
Yeah.
Almost, I'm not to a professional level, but to a competent level. What do you bring out my GameCube games out for?
Godzilla.
Destroy all monsters. Really?
Destroy monsters.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if I'll buy it at launch. Depends on how much I like it, but
A little disc. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked.
fuck
Yeah,
you.
you are indeed.
Yeah, no.
So what do you think of the Sony conference?
Well, I was going to real quick. I was going to say, obviously, Marvel vs. Capcom have taken their numbering system from Bioshock. The 1, 2, Infinite.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So the conference was fine. I like the fact that when the guy was talking, and someone like started to clap, and he's like, oh, I'll take that one. And then everyone's like, yeah! Like he real played it off. But was it just my stream I was watching, or did it just end really like?
Yes, it did.
It's like yeah, and the lights come on. Everyone's just like, what was that it?
Everyone started leaving. You're like,
Yeah, no, that wasn't just your stream. Everyone did that. In
Where's
fact,
Last of Us?
for the stream, to start off with, it was silent for me the first 2 trailers. Like, there was no
Yeah,
sound.
yeah.
It
The
wasn't
audio was-
silent for me because I was watching a Twitch stream of it, but the audio was being played
From
from
room.
the
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Like, they
yeah.
mean,
Oh,
they,
sorry,
yeah.
okay,
So, like,
yeah,
they didn't transition the game audio to us.
sorry,
first.
Yeah,
sorry, I thought
in
you
the
meant just like deep
in-house.
quiet.
Yeah, no,
So, like,
I-
that gets the applause. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was watching it and it happened, and we were both like, the audio's fucked, and I was like, no, I changed to the Sony stream and it was fine.
No, I think what happened was eventually they did refresh the stream. You just got to refresh
No, but
your...
I did it before the I did it halfway through the first trailer.
Yeah, no, they think they would have fixed it by then, but most people didn't refresh then. Because I had a lot of people saying it's fine. What are you talking about? On the same stream I was on.
Oh, yeah.
And then that's how I learned to refresh, because they said, do just refresh. And I went, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Did you guys? Because I didn't refresh it at all. It just eventually came fine.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But I mean,
I changed complete stream. I went
okay.
from IGN to or Games.
yeah,
GameSpot
I
to-
was at GameSpot, I think it was.
Yeah, I went from GameSpot to just actual Sony stream and it worked fine. Because someone said go to the Sony stream, it's working fine on there.
Oh, okay. Because I know that with IGN, I went to GameSpot to IGN and both were the same, no audio.
Oh yeah.
So that's when I went, hang
So
on.
it's the only Sony one. They're like
So,
everyone else looks like idiots.
To get back on track, I think
Oh fuck the track.
it was good that a suit wasn't on stage, like, you know, because like they always have suits talking shit. But like what I didn't like about it is you didn't have people coming out and telling you about their game, about what you can do in it.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was just like it was something that you could have just sat and watched the trailers on YouTube.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it is.
a good point.
Yeah,
It's
it
been when the
wasn't the
devs come out and
Yeah,
tell you about the game.
Yeah, see like what you can do. They even like walk you through it.
Yeah,
you
like-
could do
like-
this and this and
Yeah, yeah.
this.
And then
That's
you get
what-
real charismatic ones like the guy from For Honor. He came out with like a cane and like big long hair.
Oh, he looked badass,
He was
eh?
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Too bad the game just fell through.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the conference was just
Like the water feature thing was cool. Like it wasn't anything like awesome, but it was alright.
Yeah, just
the way it started with the like the
Sitar
Indian
and
music and sitar, so that was fucking cool.
Yeah,
I
like,
thought it was going to be Prince of Persia.
yeah, so did
Yeah.
I.
So as soon as I heard it, I was like Uncharted.
I actually thought Assassin's Creed for some reason.
Well, it
no,
made
no,
sense. It was Egypt. I mean,
It wasn't really Egypt, it's Indians, but
yeah, I know, but like,
it felt like it was because you had the sand. You saw the sand pattern. I thought that looks like the Assassin's Creed logo. But overall, I'm not against Sony. I just felt a bit disappointed with their conference. I mean, because I was overhyping myself for it. When I was thinking they're going to show more Last of Us 2, for example. We saw none of that.
Yeah.
no, they didn't, did they?
No, they showed none of that.
Didn't even mention it.
No.
Because I was hoping to see that. I was hoping to see. It's more of a hopeful more than it's going to happen, because in most cases we're probably not going to see it for 10 more years. Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh, yeah.
Because I saw like the problem is they're in a bit of a dilemma in the industry and their company right now. Like they've got a lot of issues. They're having problems with the game. Apparently, a lot of things that aren't even complete yet that they showed in the trailer. And then they did the 10th anniversary reveal of a picture of Cloud and Sephiroth. And people were very disappointed with it because I thought they were going to get more.
Yeah.
So I thought they might have thought, we need to make up with all this. We've got to fix this PR. Like right now, we've got all these issues at the moment with it. We need to fix it. We're going to put something in the Sony conference, and they did nothing. So right now, I feel like they're staying absolutely silent, and we're not going to hear anything for a long time until they know for sure it's ready, rather than going.
Yeah.
By the way, this game.
It is a safe bet.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know if it's on the list or not. Have you got the Horizon Zero Dawn DLC?
No. Because I didn't do most DLC. Because also
No, I just
That was silent for me. So
yeah, I also would have done like the Dishonored 2, get to the outside of DLC.
yeah,
doing
I
DLC.
don't know. I can't wait for that. I loved that
I
game.
haven't played the
so
first game. I haven't played the
Oh.
first
Yeah,
game.
I need to play it as well.
You
But
need to
I think the whole conference was like a bit lackluster.
Yeah.
People were saying they won just because purely what they announced.
Oh,
I mean, what they announced was still good. It's just
Yeah,
that
it
there
was.
was just some games we didn't see. Like, yes, Last of Us 2. I was
And,
actually.
there was no humans telling us about the games.
Yeah, that's what it was like. Okay, I'm on the stage. Here's 60 minutes of trailers. Oh, by the way, I'll come in just for like 10 minutes.
yeah.
I think they were trying something new, which is fine if they.
Yeah.
And I guess it was more of experience. Is it going to be successful? We had no one, and people just want trailers. I guess that's what people don't want to hear all this belated stuff, like people overhyping their own games, for example.
Experience the game.
Try something fresh.
yeah.
Make your own story.
You make your own story gets me, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, it's scripted. Like, what you
It's
about?
different. So they tried something different, and even then, it was, I guess, to some people, still disappointing because it was lacking that, or maybe they didn't try something different with how they say things.
Yeah.
So I guess that'll be it.
I wish I'd just ad lib it. Just come on and be like, "What's up, guys?
Yeah,
There's a game."
Just come out, like I said, with a comfy seat. So then I'm like, hey guys, we're gonna show some games that are cool. It does this. See you later.
Just sits on an armchair, like looks up the
Yeah.
whole trailer.
Turn the front around to the big screen, watch it with them. Like, this is cool. Yeah. All right, sweet. Moving on.
Yeah.
All right, US Pros to go, don't you? Because we've got 5 more games to go.
And it's all Nintendo based,
No.
isn't it? No.
No, 4 of them are.
I had one.
We're going to do your one first before we do Nintendo.
Okay.
Okay, quickly.
I have till half past.
Devolver Digital.
Anyone watch that?
Oh right. Sorry.
That was the best conference of the
Yeah,
lot.
it
It was hilarious.
I did not see that one, unfortunately. I need to go back and rewatch it.
So I'm pretty sure it wasn't live, but it was still probably the best. Like, it just took the piss of gaming conferences in general.
Oh, did it?
I take piss of the people in suits and the buzzwords and
The one thing I did see is him like chucking money at the screen.
Yeah. Throwing money at the computer screen.
I need to see this. I missed it,
You should
unfortunately.
watch the Devolver. Hansi showed me the end of it before. It's a fucking mess, but it's
It's
amazing.
really good. But they showed one game that caught my eye, and that's Ruiner. So it's like a top-down. It's a twin stick shooter. It looked like. If you watch the trailer from the conference, I was like, I want to play that. Yeah, looks good.
Yeah, twin stick shooter, but also has melee combat.
Okay.
Like you can like dash and you can use like lightning guns. It looks like it's kind of like Hotline Miami, but not as like close quarters.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a Devolver Digital game. They're usually gold.
Yeah,
They make good games.
usually polished. Yeah.
That was quick from that, but yeah, watch that.
I will.
It's amazing. And last but not least is Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Playing on the old Nintendo.
The Nintendo.
And we're starting off with a JPEG of Metroid Prime 4.
Pretty much, the JPEG on its own has got more views on the Nintendo channel than most of their trailers. All it was, and that is probably the game I'm most excited for out of any game that's come out in all of E3, because it's a game I've been waiting for so long. Metroid Prime, such an amazing game. We did a Let's Play of it on the channel.
Yeah.
Before it got demonetized.
Yeah, it looked amazing, yeah.
Yeah. I'd like you look at this like, Martin, it's 2002, leave it alone.
It's horseshit, there's horseshit now.
No. Stop it.
I mean, it was on a console that only had one analog stick.
That too.
Did it?
Yeah, GameCube.
I was like, oh, geez, that makes it even worse.
What? It only looks bad because we're playing on a 4K TV.
Yeah, it looks horrible.
So Metroid Prime 1, it was one of the best games I've ever played.
GameCube only had one analog stick, didn't
What?
it? GameCube only had one analog stick.
The C-stick. And the
You can't call that a stick.
it's a stick. It played with only one though.
Yeah.
It was a different control scheme and I didn't mind it at all. Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, a great idea again. It was light and dark sort of worlds. Something happened to the world and it split into two. So it was light and dark. Metroid Prime 3 I never really played because I'll be honest, I absolutely hated motion controls. So I kind of was put off with it. But apparently it's good as well. And the fourth one is made by the same studio, Retro.
Oh, yeah.
So I have a lot of faith in the game. And I think Nintendo are more like saying, we still love Samus, we love Metroid, I'm sorry for Federation Forces, here, have this.
I mean, like, all they showed is just that when they only showed the name, so you know it's going to come out. So I wasn't too hyped about anything really. I'm not a fan of Metroid, but like, I'm not afraid to be a fan of Metroid.
So in fact, it's just more like like the game itself.
If it showed gameplay, I'd be more interested in it.
Oh yeah. I think what they're doing is they're doing that on another game we'll talk about shortly, and it's more like I think they're trying to reassure people that Nintendo Switch is worth something investing in.
Yeah,
maybe not now, but down the track. And they saying, look, we do have franchises we have, and we still want to bring to you guys. If this is what you want, we'll do it. And we may not have anything now. But here it is. And I know, like, as I was saying before, Bethesda don't do that because, look, at this point, then we know they're making a new Elder Scrolls game. That's never going to stop.
Yeah.
But, like, Nintendo is in a position where they've had these IPs in isolation for so many years. Metroid Prime series. Metroid's last game was Other M.
Yeah,
which was 2011.
Yeah.
F-Zero, fuck, when's that coming out? So, like, the only games that really put effort into is the Mario franchise at the moment, and Zelda, obviously.
Yeah.
So then they've always hyped that up, but it's like, you've got a bunch of other ones, Star Fox, Metroid, F-Zero.
All they want is Yoshi and Kirby.
Yeah. Oh, which is another game we'll talk about shortly.
What's not on the list?
Isn't it?
No.
I thought I gave you that list.
No, you've already put 4 things on the list.
Oh, okay, then we'll talk about...
Yoshi.
Yeah, we'll talk about this shortly, but, like, Metroid is a game that I'm so happy that they're saying, yes, we've got it, we'll give you more. It may not be ready now, but we'll promise you there's more coming out.
Yeah, and
So-
you can always guarantee quality with Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like, who was it? Shigeru Miyamoto said that, or was it Iwata? It said it's better to release a game late than to release it unfinished. And release a game late and it'd be good, and release it now and it'd be like crap forever.
Yeah. Federation Forces.
Next up is Metroid. Samus Returns.
Yes, so that wasn't actually part of the conference, funny enough,
Then why it's on the list?
because it's Nintendo. It was a trailer came out at the same time as the conference.
I found it quite funny on the GameSpot website. It says exclusive for 3DS. It's like, well, duh. It's Nintendo, of course it's exclusive.
So pretty much, who remembers the Game Boy game Metroid? Thought so.
He put his hands up.
Do you?
No.
I played Metroid on NES.
Oh yeah, but there was a Game Boy game
Yeah.
for Metroid, and I think most people nowadays would not even know it existed.
Yeah.
Like, it's an old game, it's Game Boy Pocket game, so it's green and black.
Oh, nice.
So it's old school Metroid.
Our age.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they've remade that game.
Oh, yeah, because he's... How old are you now?
20.
Yeah.
What? This game came out. So I played only a brief amount of it on an emulation because I had a Game Boy Pocket, but never that game.
You emulate. You thief.
Who has
Pirate.
a pirate for a game that hasn't been released for about 20 years? But pretty much it's remade pretty much, and they've got some unique mechanics like Samus can now punch.
Ooh.
So I was like, okay.
Power woman. No.
So yeah, but pretty much it's a new side-scrolling, technically open world side-scrolling Metroid game.
Yeah.
people want it. They did, obviously, because it was a
Hell
fan made
yeah, they
game.
want it, yeah.
There was a fan made game that everyone loved, and they cancelled it because of this game.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I mean, people say it's a dick move, but at the same time, Metroid, the Nintendo were like, "Well, bring this game out, so we can't have something just as good be free." Unfortunately,
Yeah.
it's the industry. You have to deal with it.
Cool. Mario Odyssey. Well, I mean, it's,
I think it looks good. I think it looks awesome.
Looks fucking awesome.
I agree with you there. I just didn't know what you guys were going to say about it.
No, I'm keen. I'm probably going to buy it straight away. It's out this year.
Yep. So definitely out this year. And they announced the trailer. I think it was October. I think it was coming out.
Yeah, something like that.
October 10th or something. So October's going to be where my wallet's gone because you got Destiny and you got.
Yeah.
But like pretty much like I like the mechanics of the hat. Like
Yeah.
to start with, I thought it was just a normal weapon. You can use it as I can see you can jump on it.
Boomerang.
Yeah.
But like they've got different hats in it, so you can wear a sombrero. You can do something with it. I don't know what you can do with it, but you can
Survive longer in the sun.
maybe. I mean, look at Zelda. Look at Zelda.
Yeah.
Grow a better
Yeah.
moustache.
You what?
Grow a better moustache.
Yeah. Speaking of that,
Hola.
you can control animals and they grow the moustache
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
That's
So you can
yeah.
be a frog. You can be
a bit of lava.
yeah.
Yeah, you
can be a dinosaur.
Yeah, yeah.
You can also be one of the
Yoshi.
It'd be fun if you could, but I just realised what you meant.
What would it been if you could throw your hat at someone else and take over their body?
You can in the New York City. You can throw your hat at a human and you become that human.
Yeah.
Which is weird because you just Yoshi's a dinosaur. You play as a massive dinosaur.
You're a massive Yoshi.
Godzilla.
Bringing it back to Godzilla.
Yeah.
Destroy all monsters.
It's just drone.
I don't know what point I made.
Yeah, no, just like you talk about Yoshi, and then I thought Yoshi's a dinosaur, a cartoon one. You got a live action dinosaur,
Yeah.
like a real scale dinosaur in the game
It's
as well.
weird because you're in New York City, like you're with.
Normal humans.
No, yeah, I think it's cool.
And you're 3.5 foot tall.
Yeah.
But I want to see a point where there's the T-Rex meets Yoshi.
Yeah.
He's like, "Rah."
But I do like. I mean, I've always liked Bowser's hat, like top hats and all that. Like, I liked his costume. Mario can also wear that costume.
Cool.
So that's cool. I don't know. Like, we don't know what their abilities are yet. I do like the song in the trailer as well. I thought it fit really well. I thought it was
Is it Crush 40?
no. That's Sega.
I know, but still, it'd be hilarious.
Yeah, well, it would be.
Live and learn in the Mario trailer.
Yeah. So I'm looking for the game. I'm guessing you guys are as well.
Well, I mean, I don't know the Switch, but I'll.
Yeah.
Like
I am.
you'll borrow it from me and play it. Let's
Yeah,
like
right,
Breath of the
well.
Wild.
Yeah. And then Fire Emblem Warriors.
Yes. So Koei Tecmo.
No, nothing about Fire Emblem.
Okay. Well, it's pretty much
Soon.
everyone playing with swords of different worlds all coming together. So there's a lot of Fire Emblem characters.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if Fire Emblem Heroes, the free-to-play game, can tell you, there's a fuck ton of characters to play with. All different weapons. Like you got swords, axes, and lances.
Yep.
That's it. Or maybe mages and maybe some daggers. But yep, arrows as well.
People on horses.
Yeah.
Muso game. Is it Muso?
No, it's not a Muso, is it?
What, hack and slash?
No, Fire Emblem Warriors. Is it Muso?
Dynasty
Yeah.
Warriors.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a Dynasty. It's the
Yeah.
same. Koei
Oh.
Tec. It's think of
It's a Warriors
Hyrule Warriors.
series.
That's why it's called Warriors.
Yeah.
It's I think they're trying to make a Warriors series of their Nintendo franchises.
Sure.
So like Legend of Zelda Warriors. Is that what it's called?
Hyrule.
Hyrule Warriors,
Donkey
yeah.
Kong Warriors.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fire Emblem Warriors.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
So
Mushroom Kingdom Warriors.
yeah, Super Smash Bros. Warriors.
Damn.
But yeah, so
Don't give them ideas.
Okay.
Don't make it happen.
I'll be happy to.
Yeah, me too.
Mario Warriors.
But yeah, so yeah,
Depends
so,
on frame rate. Like if this runs sub 60, like I'm not injured because well maybe even 30. It has to run like a consistent frame rate because these games they drop frame rates.
Tank hard.
I think it'll be fine. Like we use Hyrule Warriors runs at 60 on the screen. Doesn't run on the Fisher Price tablet.
Yeah.
It runs at 30 on that.
Yeah.
But on the TV it runs at 60s, and it's even at full enemies everywhere sort of thing.
So maybe it will be docked mode. It might be 60.
Because I tried
yeah,
the demo.
I think that's
on
what
the
will happen.
3DS. And I was like, no.
Oh.
Like it showed like 3 people on screen, frame rate dropped right down. Like,
So I think actually that's a fair point to bring up, Martin. So I think dock mode will be fine,
Yeah.
no problem. But in portable mode, I think it will drop.
yeah.
So I think that's what's going to happen. Oh, unless it might maintain.
Because it does drop the resolution and the amount of enemies on screen.
Yeah, it might do that. Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. Like I'm looking forward to that game. I expect it to be like any other hack and slash done
Yeah.
from Koei. So it's just like
Battlefield Control.
yeah. So you get 2 buttons and like four
Did you say?
combos.
Battlefield Control.
I was thinking of Metal Gear 4.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So yeah, that sort of thing.
Cool. And what's your last game? You had another one to add.
Yoshi.
Yoshi?
Two. But they'll be quick.
Yeah.
Yoshi is just Woolly World, but with arts and craft instead.
Cool.
Looks cool. I'll leave it at that though, because I haven't seen much of it. A new Kirby on a home console is something we haven't seen for a long time.
They actually look cool. That the trailer.
Well, when I say that, I mean Wii U had Rainbow Ride, but you got to use the touchpad. This is like a platformer that is just a
Traditional
platformer.
Kirby.
Yeah, traditional Kirby, and I'm looking forward to that. You can absorb people, get their powers, like the sword,
Original Kirby,
water.
yeah.
You're what's that thing that you got to throw something on the ice and people got to buff the ice so it moves. It's like it looks like
it's like bowls, like ice
it's like
bowls.
ice bowls.
Yeah.
So you can be that. And you just
Curling.
Yeah,
curling. Yeah.
yeah.
But what's the thing called? I can't remember. But it's like you can play. You can turn into that and slide in places.
Yeah,
You can absorb people and become their allies. They can become your allies.
Oh, yeah.
So you can use them for different tasks. Like, for example, if you're a fire Kirby, you can't go underwater. Like, there's a segment where they show you're in the water, trying to get past a waterfall, but the ally brings up an umbrella and stops it. You can walk through.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that
cool.
sort of stuff.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
So I think I'm looking forward to that as well.
Wonderful.
And I think there'll be one more thing, just one more.
Yeah, go ahead.
Breath of the Wild DLC. Season Pass.
There's two of them.
There's two of them coming out. One coming out at the end of this month, one in August. Neither of them are to do with the other DLC that's coming out soon, down the track. But the first one is just Trials of the Master Sword. Apparently, it's how Link got his right to use the Master Sword 100 years before. So that'd be cool. I'd be interested to see that. But
Price-wise and content-wise, it seems pretty scarce.
it's scarce.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to getting playable characters of the other Divine Beast ghosts. So all the other people.
Oh, and you can buy their bloody amiibos as well.
Yes, they got amiibo. Okay, I mean, obviously, I'm going to buy them if you've seen.
Yeah.
You can't,
if you can get
there
a
used
hold
to-
of them.
Just for you, well, there used to be a wall of amiibos here. You can see the blue check mark still there.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I'll be getting all that. So I'll probably get them as well. I mean, Breath of the Wild was great.
Yeah,
I'll look
it was.
forward to maybe more story content, but for now, this will be fine.
Sweet.
Oh,
Yeah.
Very good. Well, that's the.
Oh, wait, we need to choose winners and losers.
Oh, okay. So the winners are the gamers, and the losers are the guys who run the. You're in that rugby.
The losers are the script writers for the conference.
Oh God, they'll fucking don't use the same script writers again. Give me a call.
Okay, I mean, like, you don't win E3, you don't lose E3, but if you had to choose...
Who are my favourite conference
Okay,
was?
worst conference will start with you, Sam.
First conference from me. Sony, just because I was disappointed that I didn't see the games I wanted to see, but that's about it. Like, they'd had some good games, but I guess I was just disappointed with what they, for what I could have seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
EA games wise, Microsoft, I didn't like the scripting. It was when they brought out the new Xbox, it was this is scripted. Oh wait, hold on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole way forward was 4K.
Yeah.
4K.
Flops.
Flop.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 6 teraflops doesn't
mean shit.
12 gigs of RAM.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it was probably Bethesda, just because of a lack of real content. Like DLC and game modes and Skyrim on more shit and that's just boring. But once again, if it was scripting, it would definitely be either Ubisoft or Microsoft. Because I thought they were a bit toss. You go.
I'd say Nintendo, but since they weren't like properly there, I'd say Sony.
I would say Nintendo if you need to. I would. I'd say. I know they weren't and making a conference stage, but I'd say they were still part of E3
like,
though.
they should have sold buying the Switch better. I mean, they should have like this is things we've got planned. There's a core RPG Pokemon game.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
100% gonna buy, but they just like brushed over that, so I didn't. Yeah, but
I mean, I think that was more quality control because their Pokemon Direct was so disappointing to a lot of people.
Yeah.
I think they're more like saying, "Shit, we need to inform them that this is happening."
Yeah.
Hi, I'm at my office still working on shit, sorry I couldn't make it. By the way, there is a Pokemon game for Switch coming
Here's
out.
a
Call
picture.
one. Don't worry, it's coming. Just let it
Just
be.
wait.
Yeah.
No, actually, I wouldn't say Nintendo, but like they could have done better. Sony was just you could have just watched the conference, just watching trailers on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I'd say Sony was the worst. They, not necessarily the games they showed.
Very good.
The best.
Yeah, the best favorite conference.
Okay, so I.
Nintendo will scream.
Hey, he might.
Come on, screen. No,
It's
actually.
his favourite, so he's
No. I mean, Nintendo had a lot of games I liked, but because they didn't show much, I'm going to say Microsoft because they had the most games I was most excited for.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Ori and the Will of the Wisp, a bunch of the games in general. So I'm quite happy that this was by far my favourite one.
Wilhelm.
Not sure.
Welcome, just pick one. go. Just
random.
Just random.
Yeah, head start.
Just say Bethesda and I can punch you later.
I don't know. They all kind of had games that I liked. That's what I'm kind of picking it off of.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, go for that then.
While like, because Microsoft had Anthem, Ubisoft had Uncharted.
That's Sony.
No, that's what I meant. Sorry. So yeah, it's hard. I don't know. Just go Sony.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
'Cause
cool.
I don't really.
My favourite one would have been Xbox, because they just showed more games.
You mean Microsoft?
Yeah.
And they said 40.
Technically it's Xbox, isn't it?
Well-
No, technically it's Microsoft. Yeah,
Yeah.
Microsoft. Yeah, they said 4K enough times to make me want to buy a 4K TV. Yeah, no, but honestly, there's like the amount of games they showed that are ones that I'm interested in. Because what's his name again? I can forget his name. Phil Spencer.
Yeah.
All out and he goes, "G'day guys, head in 44 games, go for it, bye," and left.
And you did show
And then shut up every now and then and said 4K and left again. Like,
4K.
yeah. It's just like 4K.
Craft.
Yeah. So I'd say Microsoft.
I'd say Microsoft. They showed the most variety, like a vast variety.
Yeah.
Very good. No, Devolver Digital doesn't count. 'Cause-
Okay. There's like,
It was
it's like a mini
like,
conference.
And I think like Microsoft, like there were bad points, but like they had people coming out telling you about the games. They had games for like different like if you want to play a RPG, if you want to play a shooter, if you want to play like a platformer, they showed everything.
Did Microsoft bring out Halo Wars?
No.
No. I thought they would have brought Halo Wars 2 by now. Oh, no, sorry, I mean, showed Halo Wars 2.
All right.
Oh, there's
I was gonna
already,
say, I thought
it's
Halo
out
was-
for a while.
Is it?
It's been out for a while.
Oh, fuck you all then.
It came out in March.
Well, then that's because I don't Xbox console.
In fact, they've got DLC for it out
Oh,
now.
I just don't care.
Yes, I choose Microsoft. I don't even own an Xbox, and I choose Microsoft.
Alright, Microsoft wins.
Yay!
I think that's a fair call.
Yeah. Alright, well, thank you for listening to this longer than we wanted it to be.
That's an hour and a half longer.
Because we planned it to be about an hour long. It's gone a bit overboard, but hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be back, I don't know,
One day.
one day in the
We
future.
have something to talk about.
Yeah, EA is stupid, and no one wants to buy Just Dance.
Bye.
Except it sells a lot well. Bye.